What is up, everybody, NC?
JC and
We got some news for you today, and as you may have seen from the thumbnail, WWE crowned their very first homeless world champion in
right.
Sami Zayn. So Sami, I don't know why they decided to do it, maybe because he's Arabic, kind of, I don't know, but they decided to put the belt on him over at Night of Champions, and Sami was asked what he thought about it, and he said, "You're damn right I deserve it. 20 years in the game. Never got this recognition. 10 years chasing this. Never got the recognition. I don't care what happens to me. I'll forever be Sami Zayn WWE champion." So that doesn't, like, Cody could win back the title on SmackDown. To him, it's forever.
Right, and that's the thing, and that's probably what's going to happen. Like, knowing this company is because CM Punk is slated to come back to SmackDown. So what you're probably going to have, in my guess, is you're going to have CM Punk beat Sami Zayn, and then you're going to have Cody versus Punk for the title at SummerSlam.
Well, that's the plan that Dave Meltzer is discussing. Well, we'll get more to that later. But Triple H is talking about Sami's win, and this is what he had to say.
From underdog to undisputed.
In his butthole. Yeah, this is the problem, is that he's never been an underdog. I mean,
no.
Maybe he was an underdog in NXT for an eye blink before he won the NXT championship, but this guy has always been, in some way, shape, or form, shoved down our throats by Noseman. He's a perennial favorite of his, always has been. So the fact that he just won the title, it's like it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, it's like, when has this guy ever been the underdog? Like he won the fucking NXT World title. Didn't he beat Braun Breaker? I think he beat Gunther that one time, too. It's like he's always been the guy that, like, beats whoever you put him up against. He even beat Roman Reigns in that one match, didn't he?
I think he has a victory over Roman Reigns.
Super
you're
Sami.
right. He's got a victory over Braun Breaker when they were trying to build him up as a star. And I know Triple H is like, he's got time, he can pay his dues. No, when you got a star, you make a star. It's as simple as that.
You got to make a star where you can. I mean, don't be putting the title on this, he's like, 41, 42? Like, he's too old to be giving him this title. It does nothing for anybody. All it does is it protects Cody if you're going to have Punk come back and take the title off of Sam. Like, that's all it does.
He's a transitional champion. That's how I look at it. It's like Tommy Dreamer winning the ECW championship. You know he's going to lose it.
Oh, exactly,
you know what's going to happen. So, that wasn't the only big winner. Oh, no. Iyo Sky also won Queen of the Ring, and here's what he had to say.
It's official. She's the Queen of the Sky. Congratulations to her 2026 WWE Queen of the Ring, Iyo Sky. Queen of the Sky. What a brilliant catchphrase, Queen of the Sky. We're going to put it on t-shirts, and the inbred neckbeards are going to buy it. They're going to wear it all over town. They get left down.
This woman is 35 years old. She's a mom, dude, and she's being shoved down our throat as a young star. She's not. Yeah. This woman, this is another Triple H favorite who has been shoved down our throats since NXT. Ever since her days as Io Shirai, she has never been an underdog. She has always been the favorite. No. She has always been the one who beats whoever we like. That's how it is. And the fact that she dominated her way through one of the most stacked Queen of the Rings in a little bit, it just shows you Triple H always gets his way. That's how it is.
No, it's he's getting his way. Like, don't even debate with these idiots on social media. Say, I'm marking I'm booking everything. Why Triple H is doing this in the company? He's the fucking chief of content and creative. He runs that and he works with them. But this is his stuff. This is his booking. These are his people. This is what he wants. He loves Sami Zayn. I think he was the first the first NXT champion in the Black and Gold era. Yeah, he was. And then Iyo Sky was a huge favorite, the huge takeover darling. Just look at who he's pushing. With Oba Femi, it's like, great, he beats Jey Uso, but what does that set up? You get King Oba, like it. Honestly, it's going to be the best part. That's the best part of the booking of that show.
I got one more queen. I got one more thing. This one, Michael Cole, just a continuance. This one, Michael Cole had to say about Iyo.
Not just the hashtag best women's wrestler on the planet, the best wrestler period on this entire planet. Oh my.
I hate him. He's the fucking worst. The biggest fucking dork in pro wrestling right now. There's nobody bigger than King Dork Michael Cole. Fucking twat. To say that about Iyo Sky, he's just going along with the narrative. You just want to be liked on the internet, dude. Just admit it.
I'm sorry. Anybody that I'm just going to say right now, anybody that says that Iyo Sky is the best wrestler on the planet, just unsubscribe from them and just ignore them. Like, they're clearly an idiot that doesn't know what good wrestling is.
They're a hive mind dipshit.
Right.
No IQ, no critical thinking skills. Just go along with the flock. You know, that's what everybody else does. But, you know, you're talking about Oba. What this sets up for, what you're talking about, you're asking what it sets up for. It sets up for basically a world title shot. What should be a world title shot at SummerSlam if they don't do Brock Oba. But what's the point of bringing back fucking Brock Lesnar if you're not going to do Brock Oba?
Well,
So
the whole thing,
I'm confused.
yeah, the whole thing was being hyped up Brock versus Oba at SummerSlam. Now this is like they're just shoehorning this in there. Now, great. I mean, this is honestly the best part of the night booking wise. I'm totally okay with this, but it's got to lead somewhere. It can't just be like, because I feel like they're gonna half-ass it, man. They're gonna half-ass whatever this King Oba thing is gonna be, because you can't trust the booking. You can't have any faith in Triple H's booking.
The best thing that I can say about Oba is that they're going to try to at least protect him against a bunch of beatable mid-carders. They're going to try to build him up slowly. He will probably beat Brock Lesnar and retire him. And then what they'll probably do is probably build upon him getting his title shot at Survivor Series. Probably like hold it off like a Money in the Bank type thing. I don't know. Maybe it's immediate. Maybe he gets it on the next Raw. Who fucking knows? Who knows with Triple H's unpredictable shit booking? So there you go.
You just know it's gonna be shitty.
That's all you know. You know for sure it's going to be shitty. So, you know, though, we got to talk about CM Punk. And he was at the recent, cage fighting show that he commentates for. You know, I think Bareback My Sister Cage Fighting League. And here's what he had to say about his horse.
I don't travel anymore. My horse is sick.
You call your wife that, you fucking asshole? Good Lord.
Yeah, she's my horse. I mean, let's face it, a horse is prettier than my fucking ugly wife. Yeah.
Jeez. If you're wondering what it came from, so the phrase is from Terry Funk, and it's a famous phrase that he used with Vince McMahon. So what happened is they wanted Funk to wear a mask and wrestle as a knight for against Jerry Lawler for Survivor Series. Not wanting to do the angle, Funk simply left a note at his hotel for Vince McMahon, stating his horse was sick and dying. And then it's funny, too, because a couple years later, Vince is like, so how's your horse doing? Oh, it's fine. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that whole phrase there. But Punk said this, too.
Opus for the night. Great to be back. Prelims in 1 minute live on OnlyFans.
Dude. So
Main card live at 8:30, yeah.
To say that Punk has never been on OnlyFans, fucking lie. We got the proof right here, folks.
There's your proof right there. There's your proof. Like, you can't even hide it. He has, like normally people don't fucking like say, hey, at Pornhub or something like that, you know? It's like they normally don't do that. But this guy, there's no limits to this guy.
No, he has no barriers at all. He is CM Chump. And here's what he had to say about SmackDown and his comeback here.
Is that a Friday? I don't know if I can make it. I'm probably going to make it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he sees all those hot women backstage, and he's going to make it for SmackDown. Danhausen's backstage on SmackDown. He's got all sorts of fun things to play with. I think he's going to be happy in SmackDown. And if the rumor is true, it kind of aligns with what they were saying, is that the Raw locker room thought he was so fucking toxic that they had to ship him down to SmackDown because that was his last chance. Who knows? I mean, maybe they'll give him an NXT shot.
Who knows? Like, but if I'm being real about it, my opinion on this whole thing is, I just think that SmackDown needs a boost right now. They're going back to 2 hours. I think they probably think putting CM Punk on SmackDown is going to boost the ratings even higher than what they normally would be. And they probably look at it like maybe Raw doesn't need Punk. I mean,
Raw needs everything.
Yeah,
like, Raw is suffering. I mean, that's the thing, too, is they thought taking Gunther over as a major star would help SmackDown, dropping the fucking bucket. And I guarantee you Punk will bring maybe 100 to 200K, but that's about it. So,
1.4, yeah.
Yeah, SmackDown's a failed brand. It's the way it is. But, WWE's been failing a lot, even with their poster department. So, I can't wait to see SummerSlam in Minnesota. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a basing in Minnesota. What the how could you fucking print that shit and not see the blatant fucking misspelling? How could you not run it through Grok or ChatGPT one more fucking time?
Seriously, like, how could you not catch that? How could you not see that it says Minnesota? Like where's Minnesota? Where do I go to see Minnesota? You know, where do I go?
Is that in one of the back states? Where the fuck is that shit?
One of the back states.
I want to go see it. But anyways, maybe Liv Stalker went there. So Sean Chan, the man accused of stalking Liv Morgan, was found not guilty by reason of insanity on a charge of interstate domestic violence. So, yeah, this balding weirdo, he got off. He's going to be in a mental hospital, jacking off the Liv Morgan matches instead of getting pounded in federal prison. So, damn it, another one got away.
The system failed again.
Fuck. Hate it. But anyways, Jordan Gray's system failed her too. She couldn't become a pilot because she's got an ADHD diagnosis. See, this is where you never admit that you have any sort of disability. I don't consider it a disability. But you don't admit this shit at all. And this fucking idiot admitted it. So now she's got to go redo another pilot test somewhere else.
Just lie about it. I mean, seriously, because like that will, like even today, you would think that like, okay, ADHD, it's so like normalish now. Like
right.
I could totally go. No, you'll get disqualified.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. So, another unfortunate-looking woman. She won her 7th Guinness World Record for the ugliest woman in the world. Congratulations, Natalia. We are so happy for you. 7 times ugliest woman in the world. Crazy.
I'm proud of her. You know, I mean, being able to win the world's ugliest woman award that many times, that's an accomplishment. You know, like that's something that you could really put up on a mantle, you know?
Absolutely is. She should be proud of herself.
Yeah.
We are so proud of you, Natalia. So she's got her own book becoming a movie, and now she's the 7th-time ugliest woman in the world. God, the world's her oyster right now, you know? It's fucking good for you. Good. But, kind of, you know, so I feel bad for her. She had to black out her ex account because the marks online were harassing her like they always do. You know how they do. So
it's a little ironic there, you know?
That's how they do. So, yeah, it's just, if you didn't see it, here's the soul botch. So, here she just blatantly flops. Liv doesn't even try to catch her. Lyra with this clumsy fall on top of her. Liv looks like she's hurt, or she may be playing possum. I don't know.
Yeah,
that to me, that's all Liv's fuck up. That's not Soul's fuck up. Once again, the IWC is wrong. It's
just a lack of chemistry.
Yeah.
Like,
well, but you should be there to catch somebody if they're falling from the top rope. That's my whole point, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Liv is also like a tiny woman, so it's like I could see it being hard for her to catch Soul Ruka, you know.
Well, she shouldn't be a wrestler then. Soul's like what, 110? It's not like she's a juggernaut.
Yeah, she's not that big. I mean, but yeah.
So yeah, Soul had to black out her account over the harassment. It's the way it is on the IWC. They're fucking pricks, man.
Oh, I know.
They really are. But, you know, I want to say I'm happy for a couple here. Trick and Lash, they got married. Trick said, let's talk about it. Lash said, I woke up a wife. I had my fairy tale wedding with my fairy tale man. So good for both of them.
What a beautiful couple.
Just a great couple. Like, probably the best couple since Cross and Scarlet. So very happy for these guys.
Better in my opinion, but that's another topic for another time.
Fair point. You know, though, maybe we might have another couple coming up here soon with Paige and Xavier checking out the England football team in FIFA World Cup. Maybe they were checking out a little bit more, you know. I mean, Xavier was over in London, you know, just saying.
I mean, you know, there's evidence. Yeah.
Lots of evidence and stuff over that. So, hey, maybe she's rekindling the flame. We'll see. But I got to say, Rock may be rekindling the flame with WWE because his Moana live-action remake is now tracking a bomb, costing around $200 million. It has had a pretty bad pre-sales for a while now and will open to $50 million, $70 million domestically. Now, that's a little bit older news, but just still showing you how big of a fucking bomb Rock's movie is and that he's probably going to come back to wrestling. Just saying.
I mean, you know, this is like a blessing in disguise because if it bombs hard enough, he's going to have to come back. And if he has to come back, I mean, The Rock, from the last time we saw, he got his way. He was able to, you know, bring in Brian Gewirtz and do what he wanted. They need this. They need The Rock to come back. Like, wrestling needs big stars that mean something to come back. And he's a big star that means something. So please come back, Rock.
We need you. Like, WWE needs The Rock more than any other star out there. But, you know, I don't know if he's going to do that because he's kind of doing this Moana live stage. Maybe he does come back, but he's having fun doing this now. No thanks. No thanks.
I mean, is this recent? I mean, because it looks, The Rock doesn't look like a skeleton,
Fairly recent, yeah. So I guess he was doing some promotional tour for that. So who knows? Maybe we'll get him back. We'll see. But you're not going to see John Cena back anytime soon. If you're wondering what he's been up to, it's my eye doctor diagnosed me.
Oh God.
Demodex blepharitis, a disease caused by an overpopulation of eyelid mites.
Eyelid mites?
He's John Cena. What the fuck does he have eyelid mites for?
Yeah, go to some Chinese doctor to cure that thing. Like, come on, John. Like, you're a millionaire. You shouldn't have eyelid mites. What are we doing here, man?
How did John Cena have eyelid mites? Did he get it at Turkey when he got the hair job done? What the fuck happened? Who has eyelid mites?
Eyelid mites. What has he got? Scabies too? I mean, come on, John. Like, you're John Cena. You should not have eyelid mites. Go get that shit treated. Come on.
Very strange, man. Very strange. But you know what, though? You see some strange promos on Raw over in Europe if you're watching the Netflix stream. And one of them was Miro cutting a promo. Not a good one either.
Let's not forget the fake person that Chad Gable is. He took the same mask that I took, but that was okay. Then he pretended to be Mexican, and that somehow is okay. But I, Rusev, am real. I have always been real. And yet, what's happening? Asiskan var championat, Asas champion, Veliki Champion champion, Shimo Tretire Ticket the Cup, Elishima Mangaranga, Elik Fotoide, Jotoro Sebachka.
There's a reason you're on the commercial break.
Yeah, I mean, being a Russian Eugene ain't working out for you, buddy.
Nah, really bad gimmick there. But, maybe WWE has a really bad gimmick coming soon to you. They recently had Raquel wear Meta glasses in a match.
Get out of here. Chiquita! We did that, Chiquita!
Guarantee you they're going to make a first-person mocap game after that. Like, after seeing that shit, I'm like, they're going to make it into a game.
I'm going to tell you what, like, actually, I kind of like that. And I would not mind if there was a segment on Raw where you had, like, some, like a first-person wrestler match. That'd be pretty cool. Like, yeah, Raquel does that in a match on Raw. And, like, that's your viewpoint. It's different,
It's different, but knowing WWE, remember when they had the 4K cameras, how they overplay the shit out of that? They're probably going to overplay it. I'm saying just...
Yeah, but this is different. Like, this is like a totally different perspective you've never seen before.
We'll see. I mean, it's hard to get your hopes up with Triple H's creative. Doesn't matter how innovative the idea is, but...
No, it's all Ari Emanuel's fault.
Oh, yeah, Mark Shapiro, too. Don't forget about him.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing that is constant in WWE is botches. So if you're watching Night of Champions, you saw Jey Uso versus Oba Femi, and you saw Jey do what he does best.
Slips behind, and a kick right to the back of the head. Slips behind, and a kick right to the back of the head.
Goofy, sloppy, drunk bum. Good Lord.
This guy,
you can't even drink in Saudi Arabia. What is he, drinking Kratom? How's he getting fucked up?
Maybe his brain is vodka. Who knows? I mean, like, to be stumbling like that. I mean, yeah, this guy should not be in a wrestling ring. He definitely should not be behind the wheel of a car. I mean, that for sure.
No, not at all. That's just disgusting. The fact that they keep on pushing a guy like that in the main event that botches that much is terrible.
Yep.
But WWE has been having a lot of unfortunate turnouts over in the UK. So, yeah, it's Tarpathon over there. It just... Nobody gave a shit about that. And it got even to the point, check out the up close, they had to completely block out the top half. So not only is it cut in half with the crowd, but they had the completely tarp out the top half right there. That's bad, dude. So, a picture is one thing, but we got to show you some video of what this looks like.
Oh, rough.
Oh, Remember when they were making fun of AEW and Adam Copeland was like cutting promos to like half of the crowd? That's how it is for WWE now. Same thing.
It's getting rough, man. I mean, like whether it's on honestly, but like even though that's before the show, from what I could tell, that's still not good because we saw what the attendance looked like when the show was going live. I mean, you had those tarped out sections, you had the entire, and they sold that place out last year. So I don't want to hear any bullshit.
Yeah, some lies going on right there, man. And that's what they do. They lie a lot. So WWE's pissed off that their episode got leaked online. I don't see why you'd be surprised. It's all formulaic, predictable bullshit anyways. You could already tell what's going to happen on most of these SmackDown cards without even seeing it. So I don't see what they're upset about.
Just imagine like them actually getting pissed off, like,
Damn it! That Iyo Sky versus Lyra Valkyria match got leaked online. No! Can't believe they're gonna see such amazing work rate early. Damn it!
God, it's just like what they get mad about, the stupid crap they get mad about. It's just, it boggles my mind. This is why you don't let veteran mark wrestlers run creative, because this is what you get. they worry about like the wrong, like who cares about your episode of SmackDown getting leaked? Who gives a crap? That's nothing new. Like, just put on the best show you can. And in fact, that could be a good thing, because if the show is exciting and must see, yeah, reading about it's one thing, but seeing it is another.
Especially with how dead wrestling is, dude. Embrace any sort of publicity you get. If an episode gets leaked on YouTube, just allow it. That's why I say at this point, but they don't. They block everything. But they do got a new season of Unreal coming up. It's going to focus on John Cena's retirement tour. So yeah, it's going to be even more unwatchable than the previous seasons. Cool. All right. Can't wait to see it. Not going to watch that shit.
So there's got to be a scapegoat here, okay? Because in the last two they had Road Dogg, or the last one they had Road Dogg as a scapegoat. I don't know who's going to be the scapegoat. That's my question. NC, who do you think it's going to be?
Good old handful of cock Michael P.S. Hayes.
Boom. Absolutely. They're gonna pin all the crap, all the dysfunction of the John Cena retirement tour. They're gonna pin it on Michael P.S. Hayes, and you watch. He's gonna be the next one to go.
Probably. It seems to be the formula for now of how they get rid of people, embarrass them on Unreal, then cut them, and then they go get signed by TNA. So here you go.
TNA.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about an amazing sale that WWE did. It finally sold for $50,035. I know it's to a charity, but still, somebody spent $50K on this.
Do you know that was for charity?
Yeah, we know it's for charity, but the $50,000 for a used lucha match, man, it's crazy. Now, granted, the money's going to do a good purpose. That's good, but $50,000 for a mask? Get help.
I want to know who the buyer was. Was it Dave Meltzer or was it Hunter Biden or somebody else? I want to know who the fuck bought that mask so we could roast him.
You know who probably was? You know what'd be funny? Like on the down low, it's probably Tony Khan. He's like,
I got the fucking El Grande Americana mask. Fuck you.
I could see him sending a proxy buyer like Kenny Omega in a wig and a dress with some fake tits. Yeah, I could see it. Oh,
Kendall Omega. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. You can see what's going on. So, yeah, so I will say Big E, he probably is not going to step back into the ring. So you said, he doesn't want to do that because he really enjoys life with his fiance, Kristen. He said, I'm 40 right now. There's many other things I want to do in my life, and I'm excited about what I want to do. And not only that, but he has a dedicated job with WWE where he doesn't have to take bumps. That's the best gig you can get in the business. I think he finally realizes that. So he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to step back. He'll probably come back like 5 years from now. But yeah, he's enjoying his time off, and as he should.
Triple H goes and like, look, I know your neck is broken, but we're really desperate. We need all the help we can get. Get in the ring and wrestle.
Oh, Lordy. Too bad I sue your ass, Badu. He should.
He should. I mean, because like I could see them getting that desperate. Like I'm in your sensing it. Like all these companies, this desperation. Like they've booked themselves into such a shitty corner that they don't know how to get out of. Well, this is what happens when you have shitty mark-minded bookers like Triple H and Tony Khan and Hunter Johnston and Tommy Dreamer and Billy Corgan and Court Bauer. Like, this is what you get. Oh, by the way, the last episode of MLW, 33,000 viewers.
And that's why, nobody cares about fucking wrestling outside of WWE because it's all dead outside of WWE. We still cover it. We still cover AEW one day. I think a week or two from now, I'm just going to move to Outlaw. It's like, what's the point? There's WWE. It's WWE and then everything else. That's just how it is. So,
Well, it's like, what is there to talk about in AEW? It's like, give me something like outrageous to talk about.
okay, we got a little bit, but not much. But let's go ahead and talk about the new Jay shirt that came out. Warden shot. Oh, it was already a retarded catchphrase to begin with, and they went ahead and just made a T-shirt out of it. Like everything that comes out of this guy's mouth, they're making a T-shirt, and that's not a good idea. That's why you get the AEW T-shirt department when you just allow your wrestlers to come up with the most stupid T-shirt ideas. So
Keep it
right here.
Yeah, keep in mind this guy's a babyface. You know what I wish? My wish for Jey Uso is this. I want Macho Man to rise up from the grave and yell,
Copyright infringement.
Why doesn't his family do something? You gotta know the genius is probably fuming like, how dare he disrespect my brother? Step in there, bro. Come on, defend your family name.
Wait, didn't he die, though, too? Like, did they both die?
Did they both die? If that's the case, then bring Lanny Poffo back from the dead to fucking get this guy shit, damn it. I don't care.
Give him his little genius tablet.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But like, let's go ahead and talk about WWE trademark Bakusaki. I don't know why. I guess they're coming up with some Japanese fetish wrestler, and here you go. This is what you get. Bukaki.
We're not done with the Japanese guys. You're gonna be saying hi to Bakusai.
I heard
It's
they
coming.
signed. I heard they signed Takahashi, so I think that's his name. Just saying.
They signed Takahashi?
I think so. So yeah.
Oh, the work rate, man. I'm telling you. Like they're hyper obsessing on like the boring work rate guys. They're not bringing in any personalities, any stars. Just if you can have a boring match, great. We'll bring you in. You know,
Well, this to me is the proof that Triple H is running shit, not Shawn Michaels anymore, because they're not trying to develop any new stars. They're just signing overrated indie talents and hoping for the best. And Takahashi, yeah, he was like kind of known in New Japan, but dude, you got to establish yourself to an American audience. He's not a big dude. He's a cruiserweight. It's like this just follows in another line of pointless indie work rate signings for them to get jacked off by NXT fanboys. That's the only fucking reason why.
Speaking of NXT, just real quick, real quick. I watched the last NXT. I'm never gonna watch NXT again. That was the worst. It pissed me off on all levels. It was sloppy. It was corny. This Aaron Rourke guy, I don't got a problem with him being gay. Well, I don't got a problem with him being gay because whatever. I got a problem with him looking like some fucking like ham and egg or jabroni. Like that, like this guy looks like a crackhead you'd see on the street in Philadelphia. That's what he looks like. He does not look like a superstar. Like none of the people on that show look like stars. It's awful. NXT is, in my opinion, the worst wrestling show on TV, period.
That's the perfect sig right there. So
What a week it has been for the WWE Evolve Glampian Aaron Rourke. Tuesday, I made my NXT debut against Tristan Angels and won and retained my belt. Wednesday, I faced Max Abrams for said championship and won again. And now Friday, I get to face CJ Ballard at the Nightmare Factory for the WWE Evolve Championship. And guess what? I'm going to win again. Why? Because that's what Glampians do. So CJ, it might be your dream to battle for a WWE Championship, but I'm going to show you that I'm your worst nightmare.
This is why we hate on him. This is why we hate on you, Aaron Rourke. It has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. It has to do with your fundamentals. Fundamentally, you're not a good in-ring professional wrestler. On the mic, you're not a good mic worker. You have nothing compelling to say. You say the same factory standard babyface bullshit that every other wrestler says. Your look, you're basically just copying every other gay wrestler that came before you. Adrian Street did it way better. And that's the whole thing, too, is at least it was a character of heel and outrage back in the day with Adrian Street, with Goldust, with characters like that. Even with Velveteen, with you, we have to take you seriously and respect you being a flamboyant goofball who has nothing to show for it besides his sexuality. Let's face it, your gimmick is your sexuality. And when your gimmick is your sexuality, that's what we're going to judge you on. You don't want to be judged on your sexuality? Then find a fucking gimmick. Right. Because the Glampian is not a fucking gimmick.
No, well, there's no personality to him at all. It's just like this low-key, toned down, I'm gonna be the Glampian guy. Like, honestly, Sean Ross Sapp is a better promo than this guy. This guy is awful.
He is, but we gotta show his opponent that he faced, CJ Valor, who's not much better.
Since the beginning of the Mog Squad, I've always felt as though we were missing something. It's not our accomplishments or our talent or even our good looks. No. To me, it's something much more exclusive, like the Evolve Championship, in which case every single person on the Mod Squad has the star power to hold that title better than the remainder of the roster, but now it's my time. Because at the ID Showcase in Atlanta, Georgia at the Nightmare Factory, I get my opportunity to absolutely dismantle Aaron Rourke. Someone who is quite possibly the greatest Evolved champion we'd ever seen. Until June 26th, of course. Mr. Aaron, man, I'm envious of you. I want what you have, and I will never give it back. In fact, some people might call it stolen valor.
Wow, Evolve is a fudge factory. That's all I gotta say, man.
Like, it's just like, but like to me, the biggest issue with Evolve that I'm seeing is there's just very low. Like, they've taken the standards, they've taken that bar, and they've like lowered it down into the basement. It's like honestly, anybody could be a pro wrestler. You could literally take some fat slob out of the crowd, put them in a ring, put a microphone in their hand. They could probably be a wrestler. They could cut a promo on NXT. Like, this is how low the standards are. Like, this is a problem. Like, it's not just the creative. The creative is a problem. Don't get me wrong. Boring creative is an issue, but it's also like the low standards when it comes to the talent. This guy is in NXT. Aaron Rourke is on national TV. Like, how low are we going to let the standards get lowered in WWE? This, to me, is the problem. No, not everyone can be a pro wrestler. I don't care what Shawn Michaels has to say or Triple H has to say. Not everybody can be a pro wrestler. It's not special if anybody can be a pro wrestler.
Well, that just shows you that who they got scouting and who they're using as
They're
teachers. Gabe Sapolsky is fucking terrible. He's been since Ring of Honor. Gabe has always been really fucking bad. And the fact that he hasn't made any stars. I mean, even Kendall Gray, yeah, she's got some physical talent. She's got a way to go when it comes to personality, character, mic skills, all that shit. But that, like, he doesn't make talent. He just makes in-ring workers. And even then, you look at Evolve. That's why we couldn't even get excited when Nikita Lyons won the title. It's like, who gives a shit? It's Evolve, you know?
You know it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to mean
Right.
anything. And quite with Nikita Lyons, I mean, like, without the outrageous curves that she had before, I just don't care as much. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real. It may offend some people. Hey, you know what? That's totally fine. This is just how I feel. You know, like I need something that's going to hook me and appeal to me. Right. And hot chicks are going to appeal to me. So if you don't have that, what the fuck do you have? You got boring promos and a bunch of skinny ham and eggers fake fighting in a ring for 20 minutes. That's not going to appeal to a large audience. And you will eventually see the numbers go down over time, as you're saying, as you have been saying.
I mean, yeah, she could get kind of cringy with the singing and whatnot. At least she's got talent. I'll give her that. She just needs the right mold, the right push, so to speak, the right usage. Like we said, valet for Oba Femi. Boom. You put this girl over, she would actually help out Oba. I'm just saying, you can make a star. But AEW, they haven't been making too many stars. In fact, here's their 4 pillars. Look at this. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like Tekla. I think Kyle Fletcher has talent. I think Mercedes Moné deserves to be a 4th pillar because of all the work and shit she puts in. But Kevin fucking Knight, really? He is one of the worst jabronis out there. It's like you took, what is it, that Eli Knight guy from NXT and just cloned him. Same fucking dude.
Like, honestly, Leon Slater is better than this guy. I mean, really, way better. And that's the thing, man. Like, if we're looking at, like, I agree with Tekla for the women and even Mercedes Moné, I could grant you that. Kyle Fletcher, that's a bit of a stretch, but okay. If I had to, like, grant him a pillar, like, is MJF not a pillar of the company? Like, I don't understand why MJF wouldn't be one of Tony Khan's 4 pillars. I don't understand, you know?
I think he's trying to put over younger talent, I guess, even though Monet's not a younger talent.
Well, then how are they a pillar?
I don't know. It's Tony Khan, cocaine, penises, and wrestling. This is what he's all about. So, yeah, I'm even surprised he put women in there because beforehand, remember, it was 4 skinny dudes. So he maybe, I don't know, maybe he's caving in and putting more women in there, you know, because he feels bad. It's sure not because he's straight, but, you know, this is what we get with Tony.
Does that look like a straight guy? Does that look like a straight guy to you?
No.
No.
Sorry.
I can confirm that.
Sorry. But Tekla, she's got a brand new t-shirt out. Why does AEW's t-shirt department feel the need to put their face on the front cover with giant AI fucking text every time? Every time we see an AEW shirt, it's always giant face, giant text, and it always looks like shit. How come it can't just be Tekla with the words and then a cool design?
Because I think whoever was like designing the shirt was like hit in the head, and they just like
God,
they're now like designing the shirts. I'm not like Tekla's from Austria. What does America have to do with Tekla? You know?
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I can understand the red and the white for Japan's flag, but what's the blue doing there? You know?
Right,
Weird.
like, yeah, they're going with like the American flag theme. Like, I'm not understanding what this is. If you just wanted to have her face on a black shirt, whatever, I don't care. Or even on a white shirt, I don't care. But like, give like a logo, something like a catchphrase. Is there a catchphrase that you're trying to get over? Maybe put that on a shirt instead of like a face of a wrestler. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, very stupid idea from AEW's merch department. But Tekla was saying in an interview. She says, everybody's good looking and horny from what I could tell about the backstage. She said, I'm not sure if it's a good idea for wrestlers to date other wrestlers per se. Everybody's good looking and horny from what I could tell. I think it's a good idea in a way. It's probably hard to date somebody who isn't immersed in your world as we live very strange lives, professional wrestlers. It's hard to explain all that, all the travel and all the horniness. So this aligns with what we said with Wrestler Speaks on 4chan. Just aligns the fact that not only AEW, but WWE, and I think a lot of these indies too, the top ones, they're fucking just walk-in orgies. You walk in and you'll probably see two stars banging each other in the shower. Male, male, female, female, male, female, tranny, male, who knows?
You walk into like an AEW arena, and it's like, okay, it's like, over there's catering, over there's locker room, and over there's the orgy. I can just see that, you know?
I'm telling you, well, especially you got to consider too, for the dudes. A lot of these dudes are on some sort of supplement or whatnot, especially if they want to stay jacked. And one of the side effects is that you get horny like a motherfucker. So if you see beautiful women backstage all the time and you're on a little bit of the substance, a little bit of the juice, trust me, you're going to want to fuck everything that moves. There's a reason why wrestlers have always cheated on their significant others. I think the females do it just because you got these guys who are jacked to the fucking nines, you know. I shouldn't say even now. That's why I feel bad for a lot of these female wrestlers. Is they probably go backstage and they're like, ew, Sami Zayn, what the fuck? Ew, Cody Rhodes, what the Ricky Tates, ew. Like I kind of feel bad for them, you know. They don't have what the women in the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression had growing up. At least they had men backstage. Now it's boys and twinks and who knows.
Yeah, they used to have it good. Now they got like little, like they got fat slobs and skinny twinks in the back. Like that's what they got now. It's a sad state of affairs for wrestling to be in this shape, man. You know, like think of the women, right? So when you sign people like what the guy, like the glam boys over in NXT with the pig beasts that they got with them. Like think of the women. Come on now, you know.
They don't care. NXT doesn't care. Evolve doesn't care. And that's why we're going to see a terrible crop of talent coming up in the next year or two in WWE.
There's going to be a lot of layoffs, I'm telling you.
There is. But, you know, we're talking about twinks. Maybe WWE might be getting one. Jack Perry hasn't resigned with AEW. Neither has Anna Jay.
Right.
So we might be seeing this couple in NXT. Here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Jack Perry fan, but if it's a bargaining chip to bring over Anna Jay to WWE, I'm all for it.
I'm all for it too, but I wouldn't rule out TNA entirely because I think they are trying to make moves and I think they are trying to bring people in. I could see them being brought in, but I think most like what you're probably going to see is if Jack Perry does get signed, they're probably going to have like a hashing it out with Punk, and they're going to allegedly be on good terms, and really they still like vehemently hate each other. You know, like that could be the case. You know.
Well, and honestly, if they do sign Jack Perry, that's kind of money on the table with Punk over on the SmackDown brand. It might be a way to hotshot him up and get him in a feud that people would talk about. And let them fight. It's going to be a sissy fight, but fucking let them fight.
See, for me, I think TNA needs them more. Like, WWE has, like, that company is log jammed at the top. Like, TNA needs these two. Like, they way more than WWE does.
They do, but the question is, I mean, TNA has been cutting back so much, and like even Dave was talking about on the Wrestling Observer, he was talking about how TNA had to really cut a lot of these top talents because of how much they're not making jack shit on this AMC deal. People think they're making fucking just like tens of millions of dollars. I think it's somewhere in the range of 3 to 7 million, probably on the lower end, and they're still in a lot of debt. That's why they've had to cut the talent they have. So I think that's why they're going for like low price shit signings that nobody cares about, like Fabian Eichner and Apollo Crews. That's why they're and Amazing Red. Think about it, man. That's why they're going for these work rate. Nobody gives a shit about talents because probably the ones that would actually bring in eyeballs won't sign with them. I'm just saying.
from the rumors that I've heard from pretty reliable sources is that what they're trying to do is basically restructure that company so it's more so that they don't have people leaving every year. They want to have people locked down long term. And that makes sense. Like with Tessa, she's mainly wrestling for CMLL, so I could see them forcing her to choose. So that to me makes sense. Steve Macklin, his deal was coming up. He probably wanted to leave for the longest time. That also makes sense. Mike Santana, like they're losing a lot of top people, man, which is like they're going to have to spend money. Like they're not going to have a choice. And so I could see them spending money for Jack Perry. I could see them spending money for Anna Jay. I could see it.
I got to counter that. I think what they're going to do is they're going to elevate their mid-carders right now. You're probably going to see Elias step up, Mustafa Ali step up, AJ Francis step up. All those guys who have been in the mid-card for a bit, they had Dolph Ziggler retain at Slammiversary. So I think they're just going with their core right now and cutting out everybody that they can and then building up with a bunch of nobody indie guys. I hate to say it, man. TNA is one of those companies you want to have hope, but you kind of have to give up on it, especially if they hired Road Dogg. Just saying.
Well, see, okay, so with that company, if they elevate M by Elegance to be the top knockout, I'm cool with that. She's beautiful, talented, good promo, great in the ring, just good in all aspects. Looks like a star, all that. So I'm totally cool with that. But with OVW, so I've been watching a little bit of OVW. The creative is awful, but they do have some good mic workers in OVW. They got some attractive women down there. They got some people that you could make into a star. Most of them are jabronis. I'll be real. But it's and if they're recruiting from there, like you could probably build people up, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to start building up homegrown again. But with Hunter Johnson as your head of creative, I don't know if that's going to work.
I think you answered your question right there, man. With OVW as their pipeline, they can. Well, here's how they're looking at it. They can afford to let Mike Santana go over to NXT. They can afford to have Leon Slater go over to NXT. And then what they can do is elevate who they got right now. Guys like Mustafa Ali, he's probably going to be in the main event. Apollo Crews, he's probably going to be a fit right into the X Division right there. I think they're just going to elevate who they already have, and they'll probably bring in some OVW guys to fill the gaps. I mean, with the women, like you're saying with Katie Gannon, they have people that they can add into TNA's knockout division to make it something cool. So I'm not against that. Yeah. But I think that's how they're more so looking at it, is cut all of these talents who are costing too much money and then just pay these OVW scrubs. Like NXT, really. I mean, it's a Triple H strategy. It works out if you're lowballing.
Well, and I'm not opposed to it too. Like it makes sense financially for them to be doing that, and it's something they should have been doing. Like ideally, you got to make new stars. You can't just keep signing a bunch of these expensive veterans. You got to be building homegrowns, and I think even the TNA fans want that. So you got to build from within, but the building from within comes from good creative. And Hunter Johnson's one of the. Now I'll tell you what. I'll give Hunter Johnson a chance. I'll give him a month. I'll give him 1 month. If he shits the fucking bed, fuck TNA, fuck Hunter Johnson. They need to make changes. But do I have faith that they will? No, I don't have faith that they're gonna build new stars because I haven't seen it yet.
You got to give it time, man. That's the biggest thing. Give it time with the new direction. See how it goes. But AEW, they're booking guys that look like Kevin Owens. Against old ass Chris Jericho, JD Drake. We know who he is, but this dude literally is becoming Kevin Owens the older he gets. So,
I mean, even with the cutoff shirt, look at this. I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Anyway, hey, why sign Kevin Owens when you got JD Drake on the cheap?
You got the TNA version of Kevin Owens. There you go. Enjoy.
I mean, JD Drake, he's not a bad promo, but look at the guy. That's all I got to say. Let's go ahead and show you, what is this? Darby Allin. He got married. Not the only superstar that got married. He got married to his wife, and his dad got shot by Birdie King. His dad is laughing like, "That's it, you fat pussy."
Oh, man. Like I've seen pictures of what his wife looks like. I mean, she's not bad. Kind of attractive blonde. Good for him.
Yeah, he did well. He did well, and yeah, he's a cool dude. So we're okay with that. Yeah, but let's go ahead. We got to go ahead and talk about some Breaking Bones news. There's a couple Breaking Bones news pieces here for this week, so let's go over to them. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, a lot of shit today, guys. Okay, started out with Deonna Purrazzo. So she was injured at the ROH TV tapings. So big surprise. And it was against somebody who just injured somebody last week on Breaking Bones News. Love this. Deonna Purrazzo was reportedly injured during a match at Ring of Honor's television tapings in Jacksonville against who else but Steph DeLander. The belt was stopped. The extent and nature of the injury are not known. But this just goes to show you that DeLander has been awful. Hurt Shotzi and hurt Deonna in less than a month back on the indies. God, she's awful.
She within what the course of 1 month, she's injured Shotzi Blackheart and Deonna Purrazzo.
Terrible.
Good God. I wonder why TNA let her go. I can't imagine why. Why would you let go of a talent like that who's injuring 2 top talents in a month in 2 different companies?
Yeah, when we heard that she got released with Mance Warner, we're like, fucking, please never come back to the big league. Stay on the indies forever. You're both useless. Thank you.
But unfortunately, Shotzi Blackheart's on the indies, so. Ugh.
Yeah, way it goes. So, Piper Niven, she was talking about her neck injury. 6-week post-stage surgery coming up today. Everything fusing nicely. Neck straighter than my sexual preferences. Good Lord. Why, because it's Pride Month, you got to let everybody know you're still a fat gay chick? Everybody knows. This is my problem about gay people. It's like they always have to let you know, I'm gay. It's like, we know. Oh, come on, we know.
Hey, Piper, where's your flag in the bio, huh?
I don't see it.
Where's the flag?
Why aren't you supporting? Come on, Piper.
She's a bad ally.
Seriously. But let's go ahead and talk about Kyle Fletcher. He's talking about his concussions. He had matches he didn't remember after taking hits to the head. So he recalls matches where he hit his head and he didn't know what the fuck was going on. So during the vlog, Fletcher also discussed taking blows to the head in matches that left him unable to remember what followed. I've been hit in a match, kept wrestling, got backstage and didn't remember the match but never went out. Maybe my brain is just too fucking strong. If you could create a pro wrestler in a lab, what would he look like, huh? Would he have a brain made of concrete? I think so. In my brain, I have raw, uncooked pizza dough in the shape of a brain. What a fucking moron. But he's great. He's funny, though. I like him. He's a funny fucking moron.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher is not a bad talent. This is a guy you could actually build up into a star. I wouldn't mind if he was the AEW World Champ. Because he's a good promo, great in the ring. At least he tries to look like a star. I'll give him that. I mean, he's not like Hulk Hogan or anything like that, but he's better than a lot of the people that WWE's bringing. He's better than Aaron Rourke, I can tell you that.
I agree. Now, Kyle Fletcher's a solid talent. So, yeah, we don't have any issues with him. But it's time for some Outlaw Mud shit, where we talk about the Outlaw Mud shit that happened on the indies. Or start out with Jake Hager, who decided to bring Power Slap to the indies.
Hey!
¿Ya cayó? ¿Ya ganó? ¿Ya ganó?
Oh, man, you get concussed before the match even starts. Poor guy.
And you could tell he was concussed. He was wobbling ugh. I mean, dude, that guy, Jake Hager, could legitimately concuss you if he smacks you upside the head. I mean, that ain't no joke.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't fuck around with power like that, so I will give, let's be serious for a moment. Joe Doring, he was going into hospice. He passed away at 44 years old. Yeah, we send our condolences to his family and friends. Tragic loss here. Yeah, shitty to see. But let's talk about TNA and all the shitty things that they have done. So, Uha Nation debuted at TNA. Another nobody gives a shit talent that WWE released a while back, it feels like, even though they kept him on. It feels like they released him back in 2020, but shit, just released this year anyways.
You know who lobbied to get this guy in the company?
Hunter Johnson?
Not Hunter Johnson.
Who?
He's been with TNA for a long time. Big guy, talks with a lisp.
You gotta be more specific. Who?
I love to bring him into the company.
Oh, Moose. Okay. I mean, if he's Moose's buddy, then okay. Yeah. I mean, Apollo gives them the work rate that they're looking for, and if he's a cheap contract, I get it. You're not going to get much more than X Division banger matches. That's all you're going to get out of him. So,
well, and there's TNA, and TNA fans are jerking off. Oh my God, we got Uha Nation. You got a work rate guy who's a shitty promo and has no personality. That's what you got.
I'm just surprised he kept his job as long as he did, man, in WWE. He must have been hiding in the closets or something. But, yeah, Apollo got a job immediately. But Road Dogg is looking to get a job. So the rumors that he signed with TNA at Slammiversary and he was backstage. I sure hope that wasn't the case. If that's the case, fuck TNA. Because Hunter Johnson and Road Dogg together, man, that's an unholy combo.
It's an unholy combo, but see, like, what do you think about this line of logic? Because this is what's been going around, like the reason why they bring him in. Because like Tommy Dreamer had like a Rolodex of a bunch of talents that he had the contact information of. The thought is that like Road Dogg has the contact of like a lot of talents that TNA's could be looking to bring in, and so if they make him part of the creative team, they're probably going to okay, well, he's going to have access to all these talents that we'd like to bring in. Like, do you think that would make sense on their part to do, or nah?
It all depends on how much power he has. If he's willing to take a back seat and just lend his Rolodex over so they can make some phone calls, sure. But if they put this guy in a powerful position where he's making storylines, no, that's a bad idea. That just really bugs the fuck out of me is that during Unreal, he was put on the spot and neither him nor Triple H nor anybody else in creative knew what to do with Chelsea Green. They had no idea what to do with her. That's where we get the whole I don't know from, because literally he had no idea what to do with talents that he was suggesting. He was like, I think Chelsea Green needs a push. Well, so what do we do with her? I just don't know. And that's what you get. This is what you're going to get with Road Dogg. That's why we have no faith in him in creative.
No, it's why you shouldn't have any faith in him in creative at all. Like, I mean, now if he's, because I'm of too much. Like, if he's just like a voice on creative and not the final guy, that's one thing. But if he's the final guy, oh God, no.
You just got to hope for the best in a situation like that. But then you hear rumors like this and you can't. So TNA's discussing adding another championship to its lineup. Sources indicate that it's a women's mid-card title. Oh, God.
The women's Knockouts TV title is literally what they debuted tonight.
Wow. Oh, so uncreative. You couldn't come up with anything better than Knockouts TV title? Good Lord.
Well, it's like what did you really need another title for the Knockouts? There's like, what, 5 knockouts in that company? Did you really need another title for that? I mean, come on.
The only reason for that would be if they start bringing up a lot of the women from OVW, like we were talking about. If they start doing that, then maybe you could build up a mid-card. But like you were saying, dude, what they got, like fucking 7 females? It's not that much.
And that's being generous, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
Getting a TV title right now, like, I get what they're trying to do, but it still makes no sense, you know?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? A lot of nonsensical bullshit has been happening over in MLW, such as this recent promo where one of their Japanese dudes, I don't know his name, was with LeBron Cazone and they were clotheslining a tree.
Oh my God. Please. You good? Yeah. All right. Right here? Yeah. All right, boy. Yes. Yeah, more. More? Yeah, more. Watch out. Oh, my God. Oh, man. God, man. Oh, my. What? Oh, my God, Jack.
That's what happens when you put anime fans on your writing team, just saying.
You get amazing work rate. Honestly, I'll be real. That was more entertaining than like any match that I've seen in the past 3 months. So, you know.
Fair point.
There's that, but yeah, nah, you don't be doing that.
A little goofy, but you know, at the MLW, if they're not being goofy, they're being reckless and dangerous. So here's a table spot.
He's practically on the ceiling. Take the ride.
Jeez. Was that Josh Bishop in there that rolled off the table?
I think so.
Smart man.
Good.
Smart man.
That's another guy who all these companies could be hiring. It's Josh Bishop. Go sign that guy.
Yeah.
TNA right there. Sign him away from MLW, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, that's the thing too, is even if it's like a, you know, an open-ended contract where you can work other places, man, let this guy get more exposure. He deserves it. But there is a new indie company coming up called Produce Wrestling. They're going to be on my AEW. And here was one of their performers. I don't know if it's a he or a her, whatever it is, describing what the rules are.
Is wrestling a sport? Everyone asks if wrestlers are athletes or performers, but they're asking the wrong question. The real question is what athlete isn't a performer? Produce is wrestling that celebrates the minds, bodies, and creative spirit of professional wrestling. Pro wrestling can be chaos, and that's why Produce has rules. Rope breaks will be enforced to 5 seconds. Tag teams must use the tag rope in standard tag team matches. Illegal maneuvers like low blows, eye pokes, biting, using your opponent's gear to steal a win will not be allowed. And outside interference will be treated as a security breach by the Produce security staff. Any one of these rules being broken is grounds for disqualification by Produce officials. And matches under special stipulations will only occur when it is necessary for the performers or the business.
You can tell maybe he has a vagina, but why get dressed as a drag queen that does like library readings? Like, what's up with that makeup?
You probably shouldn't be drinking champagne before you do a promo. I mean, because it'll sound drunken like that. But I mean, like when you think Produce Wrestling, what I'm thinking of like some goofy comedy shit where they come out dressed like Fruit of the Loom characters and have matches. Like that would at least be something funny, like a gimmick to tune into, you know?
No,
like
what you get with this
goof shit wrestling, you know?
What you get with this is you thought Ring of Honor was rule orientated. What they basically do, I don't know if you remember the Pure title on Ring of Honor and the weird fucking rule set it had with that. It's basically like the whole fucking rule set for the Pure title took over the company. So you have a company based on just pure in-ring technical work rate and rules. Yeah, that's what wrestling was built on, rules.
No, wrestling was built on a gimmick and spectacle and giving people a reason to watch, giving something that appeals to them. Like, what about this company is going to appeal to anybody that has like their plate full of wrestling shows that they already watch? Why am I going to add Produce Wrestling onto the plate, you know?
Because they take wrestling seriously as a sport. At the very end of the promo, she's like, if you consider pro wrestling ball, you'll come check out Produce Wrestling.
Oh, what a mark. Oh, my God.
Yep. Appealing to the IWC like they do best. So all these
that's
promotions,
but that's who they
every
are.
one of them. I know. They are that. Yeah, they are what they appeal to.
That's the funniest thing is that, like, they shit on the fans like, oh, the fans don't have a right to have an opinion. Meanwhile, they're doing mark shit like this. I tell you, we weren't kidding. The wrestlers are the biggest marks by far and away. Whatever 400-pound neckbeard with the fake replica title in the crowd, like as much of a mark you think he is, no, they're even bigger marks.
Well, because think about it. This is all they talk about all day long. Like, it's insane, man. You got to take a little bit of a break from wrestling, but they won't do that with Tommy Dreamer. They're putting him under the fire. So ex-AEW wrestler Danny Jordan felt degraded after Tommy Dreamer's grab spot. So
he's
apparently,
getting Me Too'd?
He's getting Me Too'd right now.
Good.
And then another chick came out, Ash Sabbath, and said, just remembered that Tommy Dreamer slid into my DMs almost 2 years ago. And there's nothing in here that says anything about it being sexual. She says, to be fair, I've been on fire a lot. And he says, do you still have a double ponytail? And she says, no. And that's it. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? But like, with that being said, can something come out like hit this guy? Like, there's got to be like some like big scandal that's gonna hit this guy. You know, come on, there's got to be.
I think he's just too fat and ugly to get played from women. That's just how I'm thinking. Just saying. Just saying.
He looks like a fat chicken man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you can't look like that and be getting bitches. I mean, come on. I don't care how much money you got from your ECW days. Like, you ain't going to be getting nothing looking like that.
That's the thing, too, is like even back in the day when Tommy Dreamer was coming out with Beulah McGillicuddy, you're like, there's no way this fucking New York fat ass could get this beautiful woman. This is just, it reminded me of like King of Queens. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
What? But except like Kevin James is talented. I mean,
yeah, fair
what
point.
does Tommy Dreamer have, you know?
Maybe a brain. I'm not even sure on that. Maybe.
I doubt it.
Who knows? Who knows? But Joey Janela, who definitely doesn't have a brain, gotten into it with an even more brainless person, Bully Ray. So Joey was saying that Bully Ray sits alone at a Jersey Shore club buying 22-year-old girls shots. So a little bit more on it. So Bully Ray just, he was talking about how he's going to beat the living shit out of Jon Moxley. So that got all these wrestlers, coming after him. And what was it? Bully Ray has continued to trade battles, and he said he would make your ass legendary. Janela entered the conversation and said there's no bigger fraud on the Jersey Shore than 54-year-old Bubba Ray Dudley, claiming Bully Ray spends Sundays at Jersey Shore Club buying groups of 22-year-old girls shots and telling fans who approach him to fuck off. He tagged Bully directly and added, "Here you go, tough guy." So, they just been taking shots at each other left and right. Janela also made a serious allegation about a past match, about a flaming table, and said that he used too much lighter fluid on purpose to burn the guy. So,
oh God!
And then he says it was something about how he's the most out of shape, fat, non-work ethic having person he ever knew. An old out of shape vet falling. So yeah, they're looking to fight each other, and even Josh Barnett got in on it too. And Barnett had said he'd give him a legendary ass kicking. So Josh said, interesting take there, Bully. Mox can handle himself just fine, so he doesn't need me to fight any battles for him. But if you ever have the itch to feel what would be like to have your ass kicked so thoroughly to the point of epic humiliation, I can help you with that. I can not only beat the shit out of you, but do so in a way that makes your ass kicking legendary. For you anytime, just ask. Put it on Bloodsport. If you're going to do that shit, put it on GCW Bloodsport, make it real.
Put it on Bloodsport, have Velvet Sky sitting front row. There you go.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Have her judge the event. Shit. So this one fan said, I mean, Bully could call Brock to beat your ass just like Brock's called you. And Josh said, bah, ha, 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 ha. That you think Brock could do anything for Bully, let alone fight me for him, is stupendously amazing. Just goes to show you nobody fucking likes Bully Ray. One of the most hateable veterans out there. Like, everybody hates this guy because he's been a dickhead for the longest time. Egotistical dickhead, too. CM Punk without the talent, I guess, maybe.
Well, it's not like he offers you anything. Like, what's he going to give you? Amazing ratings when he comes? No. A great no. A great match? No. What do you get? What do you get from him other than some big fat warbling idiot who goes out there and no one cares about? What are you getting from the guy?
The only way you could really make any use of him is as a comedy character, like an Alex Jones impersonator that just gets his ass beat all the time and make him a jobber. That's the only way you could really make money out of him.
That honestly, like that would be like a nice little ironic karmic justice there. Make him just a fat pussy guy, just a fat bitch that goes out there and gets his ass kicked. I love it.
I'm down for it. But we were talking about the video about Moxley, getting his ass beat. Here it is. So Mox at a BJJ tournament, he obviously has no idea what the fuck to do.
No.
Should have grown a beard like Tom Hardy and competed incognito, but no, he went in there as Jon Moxley and got tapped out with the triangle. Like, he doesn't even know what the fuck. This dumb fuck doesn't know what the fuck to do at all. Gets tapped out immediately. This fucking white belt loser. Look at him all red faced, like, oh, what happened? What out? I said I shouldn't fucking shit myself and drink before this match. That's what happens. You shit yourself and you drink before the match, you lose.
Well, this is what happens when you drink gasoline and go and have like a sparring match. Don't drink gasoline. You'll become Jon Moxley. You don't want to become Jon Moxley.
Never, ever do you want to be Jon Moxley. But you know what, though? I will say I'm proud of Mystery Wrestling because they just had the longest match ever. So Mystery Wrestling broke the record for longest match ever with its massive Infinite Rumble. So the 243 entrant match featured numerous Power Rangers, Batman, Miles Morales, Teletubbies, Santa Claus, the Grinch, and Ghostface. So almost a full day, 21 hours, 58 minutes, this took place. So I don't know if they were setting a record or whatever, but I will give them credit for being something different, you know?
I will give him credit for being something different, but we all know where this leads. This is going to lead to some fucking, like, 400-pound, 4 IQ idiot on social media going,
basically, we want to have a 21-hour, 58-minute, 49-second match. Why can't every company?
Well, and then as you can see from this match, there's nobody in attendance. That goes to show you they can't have people in attendance for 22 hours straight. That's fucking ridiculous to ask for.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, no, these fans are fucking psychotic and they probably would ask for that. But, you know, maybe you might see this talent in mystery wrestling. They're looking for the freak shows out there. So here's a midget that's suing Dinklage and Disney.
Yep, 50 inches tall. So that makes me a midget. But I know people over in Britain, they don't use that word. They do use the C word and the FAG word, and I heard that a lot. But when we went to do a wrestling show, that was all, the cop showed up and was threatening to arrest us for using that word. And I was like, I just heard him call his friend a CUNT, and my wife and my mom would kill me. All American women will kill us if we use that word. So, it's also crazy, when I got over there, I didn't expect to be such a little country. And I mean, I'm a midget, but your country's like, it ain't even a country, it's like half a state. But, hey mate, I need a lawyer, because I'm going to be suing this company, along with Peter Dinklage, so I need a UK lawyer, because that's where they shot it at. And good thing that I have 6 years, because I had time. Bloody hell.
I paid good money to see Peter Dinklage get stomped down by a gang of midgets. They fucking hate his ass. He's the most hated midget ever.
I mean, look at this guy. You don't want to fuck with him. He's with the Lollipop Guild. They're going to fuck you up.
That's what I'm saying. If the Lollipop Guild comes after Peter Dinklage, his ass is toast. That'd be a great movie. Just a bunch of midgets stalking down Peter Dinklage. That's what we need.
That shit, like, I wish that was a gang. Yeah, just like a gang of midgets called the Lollipop Guild.
Fuck yeah, man. That's what we need.
They do like bank robberies and fucking like robbing liquor stores and shit. Oh, that'd be great.
And if they got a problem with it, they're just racist against fucking midgets, you know?
Yeah, if you don't let me rob your liquor store, you're prejudiced against midgets. Yeah, you bastard.
That's what it all comes down to. But you know what? I will say I'm proud of one midget. He's getting quite a music career going. So here's his latest music video.
I be staying calm. I be feeling lifted. I don't want to talk. Better mind your business. I just want my money long, yeah, extended. I'm a wrestler, so I gotta do my fitness. Yeah, feel good. Dressed in all black. Just like he would, but you don't want none, better fall back. I really think you should.
You figure a guy who's like a cruiserweight, he's like a fast wrestler, would have a fast rap style. He's one of the slowest rappers I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was like really slow. And like, I'm wondering what he was thinking when he was recording that. It's like, was he thinking that was good? Like, if you were to ask him, hey, Leo Rush, watch this shitty music video that you just did. Do you actually think it's good? And what would he say?
It's fine. Yes. That's what he would probably say. And that's, yeah, whatever. Leo is Leo. But let's go ahead and talk about NWA. They got a deal going with Tubi. Good for them. So now they're on Tubi and Comet. And here's the crazy thing, too, is NWA. You know, a lot of people talk about MLW Fusion, that deal happening. They talk about TNA's ratings. NWA right now is kicking both their asses.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll give them credit for that.
Well, and that's the crazy thing too. It's like you would expect like NWA to be getting like 50,000 viewers, maybe at most. No, they're getting like 200,000. Like, it's crazy how many people they're getting to watch.
Yeah, it really is. It's just they're making the most of those deals with Comet and Tubi. I'll give him that. Billy's doing what he can. At least he's making a quicker pace show, you know, than most of these match-based indies. So good for him on that. But one show that we always put over is JCW. But unfortunately, we got to talk about the good and the bad of JCW. So Caleb Conley gets new JCW world title belt with his face on it.
Oh.
Vince, what made you think this is a good idea? Let's be real. Mr. Russo, what made you think this is a good idea?
Bro, this is going to get so much heel heat, bro.
It just looks like a giant crushed penny. Or a quarter for that matter. Like, how is this any sort of heel heat?
You know what? You know what? At least they're trying. You know, the way I look at it is like, you know what? what other company is going to this lengths to get heel heat, you know?
Well, with a fucking Timu AJ Styles, though. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, I mean, yeah, they made it out of aluminum foil. Yeah, it does look cheap. But you know what? It's something. It's more effort than TNA is putting in, or NWA is putting in, or WWE, or AEW, or MLW.
You know, let's see what happens. Maybe it leads somewhere. You know, maybe it leads somewhere cool. I'll try to give it the benefit of the doubt. But one thing you always see on the Outlaw Mudshit circuit is always stupid spots. So here's a spot with a weed whacker.
This is just going way too far. Osiris now with that weed whacker. Oh, good lord! Oh my god! The Black Jabroni.
Damn, El Vaginico got knocked the fuck out.
Knocked him the fuck out. Damn. I mean, like, wiped him out. Damn.
Yeah, it's
that was Sami Zayn. Like, for people who don't know,
he was taking bumps a long time back in the day. Now he's just taking them behind Triple H or in front of him. Either way, so that's what's going on there. So let's go.
Him, you know?
That it is. Put his dues in. So let's go ahead and talk about a little bit more Outlaw Mud shit here. We got a couple clips. Let's go and show you. First one is a guy by the name of Ben Bishop, who we always put over on here, but he was doing his impersonation of terrible wrestler car promos.
This Saturday.
Spot on.
Spot on, man. Like, okay, so remember that Jack Vaughn guy, the bald guy with the glasses that would make fun of the indie wrestlers?
Yeah, he's an OVW, isn't he?
He's an OVW. Get that guy too, man. Get them, bring them to TNA. Fuck.
I think that Ben Bishop is one of the best free agents out there with Richard Holiday. I think they're the top two right now, but
I agree.
Here's Bishop impersonating what it's like to wrestle the stinky guy at an indie show.
You wash your gear? I'm kind of superstitious. I don't wash mine. Also, I'm not a mark. What's your finish? I'm gonna kick out at 1. How long you been working? That's okay, brother. I'll talk to you in there. I'll talk to you. Sorry in advance. Can't wait to work with you. We're gonna have a banger.
I feel bad. There's a lot of indie wrestlers that have to deal with that shit. I would hate having to deal with that.
God, and there, you know, they're out there too, and you know, there's like a lot of them too. Like there's a bunch of stinky motherfuckers that you gotta wrestle. Like I kind of feel bad for the wrestlers that got to deal with that, man. It's gotta be gross.
You got to think, with no money going into the indies nowadays, how many indie wrestlers do you think are homeless?
That's a good question. That's a really good question, man. With rents going up and housing prices are going up, you got to imagine a good number of them are homeless or living out of the car. You know.
Just saying, I'm not trying to put any. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, even Darby Allin was talking about doing the indies while he was homeless, you know, before he got signed. He was in Evolve too when he was living out of his car. So, yeah, tough times.
I was like cooking chicken in the bathroom of an LA Fitness, or like, what was it? Was it an LA Fitness or a Planet Fitness?
It was a Planet Fitness. Yeah, What he would do is he would bring his George Foreman grill inside the fucking bathroom and cook up chicken. So guys would be going in there, it smells like chicken in here. Hey, desperate times, man. You know, $8 a month, can't beat it.
I mean, you do what you got to do, man. You know.
Yeah, I mean, shit, shower and kitchen right there. But you know, I am proud of AJ Styles' son. He made his wrestling debut. Take a look. That kid hit it clean for his first match.
He's got talent, man. I mean, yeah, he needs to put on muscle. I mean, for sure, but he could be something. I mean, he could be the next AJ Styles. Who knows? I mean, it's not like he doesn't have the pedigree, you know.
Yeah, definitely got a good teacher. So, I mean, with him spending more time with his family, maybe he does this to mentor his son and make him better. We'll see what happens. But, you know, though, you were talking earlier about Sean Ross Sapp. He showed up on the indie circuit, and he got hit in the face with a baby. It's not the first time he's had a toddler's foot in his mouth. Just saying.
He got his ass kicked by a baby. What a loser.
Fucking loser. Jeez, like that's just the worst right there. But you know, that's just shows you the indies, man. You get your ass kicked by kids. It's terrible out there. So it's time. Yeah, it's time for old school road stories, where we talk about the old school road stories that happened. Started off with this one. This is a weird one. Apparently the Power Rangers were in negotiations, or Vince wanted to negotiate with the Power Rangers. So the plan was to bring in James David Frank and make him a special guest referee for a casket match between Undertaker and Yokozuna. But Saban, owner of Saban Entertainment, was like, nah, we don't want to sully ourselves with that. So they went with Chuck Norris instead. So, weird story.
I mean, there you go. You know, I mean, fuck.
In my opinion, upgraded. Just saying.
Yeah, major upgrade. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about Heyman. So Paul revealed he worked multiple WWE Raw shows with a catheter and a PICC line.
Oh, God.
So he said, I end up in the hospital. Shout out to White Plains Hospital because, wow, they took wonderful care of me. I end up in the hospital, and all I'm asking is, you know, I have to be out of here by Sunday night because I have to be on the jet on Monday to go to Raw. They're looking at me saying, you have a very serious infection. I mean, they're bringing in people from infectious diseases because I'm allergic to penicillin. Number one, and number two, any antibiotics they're giving me, none of them are working. The infection's getting worse. My temperature is rising, and the effects of the infection are taking hold, but I won't miss work. So I checked myself out that Monday morning. I chartered a jet on my own to Raw, did Raw, flew on the WWE jet back to White Plains, checked myself back into the hospital, didn't tell anybody. Meanwhile, when I did that scene, and for a couple of weeks afterwards, when I would jet myself to Raw, take the jet back home, check myself back to the hospital, when I did that scene, I had a catheter and a PICC line the whole time. There was work to be done, and I wasn't going to miss work. So this mark was just to be a manager, just to be in scenes on TV. He could have fucking cut live via satellite promos on his phone and sent them into Triple H. But no, this motherfucker showed up with a catheter and a PICC line to bust his ass for nose, man. Why?
Seriously, like, the guy could have died. Like, why do you really want to die for nose, man? Is that who you want to die for? Paul Heyman? Come on. Don't be a mark.
Yeah, it's some serious Mark shit right there, just saying. But speaking of Marks, yeah. Punk had a story to tell about he had machine guns pointed at him during the Chris Jericho incident with the Brazilian flag. So, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I had machine guns pointed at me. The company went and did a show in Brazil one time. We haven't been back. Brazil, I love you. I would like to come back. Let's try to work on that. Yeah, just next time, don't pull out a fucking machine gun on me, you fucking assholes. Yeah. My opponent that night was Jericho. He rolled out of the ring and snatched a Brazilian flag from somebody. Brazil don't play. In America, you get people who get bent out of shape, right? But there's like no law against it. People burning flags, doing whatever, right? Freedom of speech. Unlike those fucking assholes in Brazil. He rolled in the ring. I'm down looking at him going, maybe no. I can't remember exactly if he just threw it down or stomped on it or if he wiped his butt with it. Shawn Michaels did do this to the Canadian flag too. So it was palpable. But still a little different than than doing it in Brazil. The instant this happened, all of a sudden, there's a second referee in the ring, and I'm going, oh, what's going on? One referee's talking to him, the other referee's talking to me. They're trying to relay the information. Then our head of talent relations is in the ring. This all happens lickety split. I'm looking around. Okay, then I turn and look, and the ring is surrounded by men in fatigues. One has his gun pointed directly at me. They were offended. I had an ex-referee and my head of talent relations saying, the match is over. The match is over. We got to wrap this up, homeboy. He didn't say that. Who did who did the thing was like, absolutely not. I refuse to do this. So I had to roll up for real and stack them, and the ref counted 3. I grabbed the flag. Yay, crowd pops. I grabbed the flag, jump onto the turnbuckle. I'm showing it, kissing the flag, because I'm such a good guy. Yeah, love me. Hey, everybody, I'm sorry. I love you. I grab the flag, jump on the turnbuckle, I'm showing it, I'm kissing the flag, everybody love me. Then I get out of there, and they tried to snatch the dude up, grab his passport, and we knew if we handed over the passport, he wasn't going home. Under cover of night, we got him out of there.
Oh, my God.
We continued on the tour. He went home. Yeah, okay, so this is all a bunch of bullshit.
It is. I can't wait. Okay, so you want to show him let's show him the bullshit video that calls it out. Brian Alvarez called his bluff. He was like, you know what? I can tell a bullshitter when I bullshit one, and this one is definitely a bullshitter. So here's Brian Alvarez's take on what Punk had to say.
My favorite story of the last couple of days. Did you see this Punk interview that he did a couple of days ago? Probably not, right?
Did not.
So Punk's on this show, and he explains, we were doing this match in Brazil, and he says we haven't been back to Brazil since because there was an incident where Chris Jericho got a hold of a Brazilian flag, and I'm not sure, I forget exactly what he did, but he did something. And Punk goes, so the next thing you know, ring is surrounded by guys with machine guns, and these Brazilians are not happy. And basically his story is like, they told us, man, you guys got to get out of there. It's looking bad. But Jericho didn't want to go home. He was going to keep doing the match. And so Punk explained, I had to roll this guy up and stack him, high stack and pin him to get us out of there. He's telling this whole story, okay? So anyway, what's amazing about this, okay, what's amazing about it is as he's telling the story, in like the bottom left-hand part of the screen, they actually show clips from the match. It's very brief. It just like flashes on the screen and then disappears, okay, as he's telling the story about this match. So, like, once people saw that, they were like, well, wait a second. The match exists. Like, there's a handheld of it. The story that he's telling us about. So you'll never guess, people went up and they found the match. And you will be stunned to hear that none of that happened. There were no men surrounding the ring with machine guns. There was no shoot roll-up. They just, like, did a match. Fans were, like, cheering and everything like that. And then, Jericho tried to swing a chair and, Punk avoided it, hoists him up, hits his finisher, 1, 2, 3. I was like, my God, he's turned into Hulk Hogan. He had this totally made-up story about this incident that happened with Jericho. And just like the funniest part to me was, he's telling the story, and they actually have footage of the match as he's telling the story. So anyway, I was greatly amused by that over the last couple of days. Maybe I'll bring that up in a promo when we come back. But that is one time when we can tell him when he was telling lies.
Oh, trust me, if it's up to us, we could tell him 1 billion times that fucker has told lies.
I saw that video too.
Well, that's why I had to put it in here, because I don't get me wrong, I love what you did there with Punk and broke it down, because trust me, he's a great storyteller. I'll give him that. But Brian Alvarez just called his bluff and said, there's video footage out there, Buster Brown. And after that, he's fucked, so, yeah.
I would love, like, Brian Alvarez picks up his phone, it's like from an unknown number, he's like, who the hell is calling me?
If you call me CM Hogan again, I'll break your face. Yeah.
Boop, bring it on, tough guy. Honestly, I'm going to put money on Brian Alvarez. Brian, we got your back in a fight, man. I'll put as much money as I can on your ass to beat Punk.
I would bet 200 on Brian Alvarez.
Yeah, 200 easy. Yeah.
You're going to win. You're more than likely going to see CM Punk can't fight.
Yeah, it's easy money. Easy money. So, and it's time for Cody Rhodes. Is a duck-faced dog lover. And our first Cody quote is about Triple H's job and how hard it is. So here's what he had to say.
Oh, please.
In the wrestling space, nobody has a harder job than Triple H right now. There's never been a booker in the history of the business that has just been beloved and revered the entire time.
No one could do this better than he could do it. Loved and revered, motherfucker. There are people like wanting him to get fired nonstop on social media. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. It's Triple H is one of the most hated bookers of all time. And the only reason why he's still around is because he signed a deal. That's it. He is one of the worst of all time. There's no question about it. But Cody, he had to talk about being the face of the company and how hard it is for him.
Cody Rhodes weighs in on who the current face of WWE is. I am the face of WWE. I don't know if I feel that in my heart. There are times where it's so ironic to me, particularly given my family's history of fighting against WWE with Jim Crockett Promotions, as well as my own personal journey of leaving and then coming back. Oh, I love coming on back. Oh, yeah. That's such an irony. I've been WWE champion for the better part of the last 2 years.
So he's starting to question his push. Maybe he pushed to have Sami win the title just to switch shit up. Who knows? I don't know. But
he's like, I don't know, man. I think I have a little bit of imposter syndrome. You should put the title on Sami Zayn.
It could be, man. I think
you know what it could have been?
What's up?
Absence will make the heart grow fonder.
That's what he might be thinking, man. I'm telling you, maybe it's only for a week, but hey, it's still a week of Cody Rhodes without the title. But here's what he also had to say about his job.
It's my job to be the one who's always here. It's my job to be the one who doesn't leave you. Leave, Cody.
Please.
Go away.
Dude, just please go to Hollywood and film a bunch of shitty movies. I think you'd be a better comedy actor than you would be a wrestler. Just saying.
Or go to West Hollywood. There you go.
There you go. There's jobs for you there. Plenty of jobs on the street. Lots of street jobs. But Cody believes that there's no one better at booking shows than Triple H. Not a single person on this planet.
He would only say now. Would he say this if he were in AEW? No.
No, of course not. Because keep in mind, he's the one who broke the throne that Triple H sat on. So, I love it how when he said that, what did Braun have to say?
Ratings say otherwise. Lol. Braun Strowman went ahead and said that. Love it.
Nice. That's what I love, is I love it how he doesn't even give a shit anymore. He's like, you know what? I've moved on to competitive eating shows. I don't have to care about wrestling anymore. So, good for anybody who can escape the Hollywood or your own TV show. You fucking made it, man. You got out of wrestling. You won. Leave it at that.
I haven't looked into the ratings for this, Monster of All Men eating show, whatever it's called. I would imagine it's not terribly off from what SmackDown's getting. It's probably getting 500, 600,000, somewhere around there.
It's about 300, 400, right? It's Collision. Okay. Yeah, it's got Collision ratings. It was really hot when it came out, but yeah, it hit a lull. So yeah, shit goes. But it's time for Dave Meltzer is a Dorky Goblin. And we'll start out with his thoughts on CMLL.
It's flawed from the start. CMLL attendance is record-breaking. No city in history ever in any year drew what they did in Mexico City last year. They are ahead of that pace this year. They do almost as many paid running free cities as WWE did in the entire world. They own their own arena, so profit margin is high. Talent is unreal. In-ring, more talented male wrestlers than WWE. Not more than women's side, though.
So this tells you his bias with CMLL. He thinks they have the most talented in-ring performers of any company. They have surpassed New Japan and AEW in his head.
No. Good God. Well, it's... CMLL is just to Mexico for the most part. Yeah, they'll do an occasional show in the States, but they're vast majority for the most part in Mexico. They're not an international brand. They're not... you're not seeing CMLL in China or in fucking India. WWE's been all over the world. AEW's been all over the world. Where the fuck has CMLL been?
All over Mexico.
Whoopee.
It's the most popular in Mexico, but even then, it's when you tune into CMLL, you're not seeing what Dave sees. You just see a bunch of fat, dumpy, 60-year-old Mexican guys doing arm drags and chops, and it fucking sucks. And then those guys even go work in MLW and AEW and bring their suckage over there, too. So it's you can't escape from the CMLL curse. It's everywhere you look.
It's everywhere you look. And it's CMLL, I'll be real. CMLL does have great, other than Tessa, of course. Persephone's good. She's from CMLL. So they got some good female talents that when you bring them over the States, they can absolutely add to the product. But what the fuck is CMLL doing internationally? Nothing.
Yeah, what are you gonna bring over, Templario?
Right.
come on, dude. They don't got any stars. But Dave was talking about he saw what Triple H had to say about the WWE and fans not taking it too seriously. We got that quote later on, but he said,
Man, you should never talk like that. He comes across as desperate. You're saying quit having an opinion on our product. You want people to spend hundreds of dollars on tickets, but also say don't take it seriously. If they didn't take it seriously, they sure aren't spending that kind of money on tickets. Oh, by the way, Triple H, what'd you say in the weekend in the lead up to WrestleMania? What'd you say on the podcast?
You know, if you don't like WWE, if you don't like what we're doing, you can fuck off.
right there. I appreciate Dave for calling him out like that. He's right, by the way. So
no, he is, but then you get some retards going,
no, LOL, you fell for it.
Well, fell for what?
Literally, they think that if you're calling out Triple H for like, oh, we're having a fun show. If you say, well, where's the fun? You'll have idiots like comment on your post going,
LOL, you fell for it.
Good Lord.
What the fuck did they fall for? What? They calling out Triple H for having a boring show? The ratings back it up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is not even like an opinion piece, or
Right.
it's not even like a rumor piece. It's an opinion piece from Dave Meltzer on what Triple H actually said. So,
correct.
Just saying. So Dave thinks that Sami's undisputed WWE Championship win is a very similar situation to Darby Allin winning the AEW World Title, and he doesn't see Zayn having a long reign.
The championship change was a surprise. I don't think he's the guy in their plans. It's very similar to Darby Allin in the sense that at some point they're going to do it. You know, the Darby Allin thing turned out to be a pretty big success the way it was done. And this could be too,
No.
you know. I don't see a long reign, but I hope it's longer than SummerSlam. Long enough to where it's like not one of those things where like, well, we finally gave it to you, but we didn't mean it.
All I gotta say is if the rumor is true about CM Punk coming to SmackDown, he's going to be a temp champ. That's as simple as it is. If the title's not going to Cody, it's going to Punk immediately.
Right. No, it's going to Punk for sure. I mean, that's more than likely where it's going to, well, I shouldn't say for sure, but that's where I think it would make sense. If Punk is going to SmackDown, they're more than likely going to be putting him in the title scene. More than likely, you're going to end up with like Cody versus Punk at SummerSlam.
Could be. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the plan. But, and speaking of plans, here's what he has said about AEW booking.
The blessing is most of the time in wrestling the most obvious path is the best path. The curse is that the most obvious path is also the most predictable.
So here he is saying that predictable, shitty wrestling is good wrestling to him. Go
well,
figure.
he's booking it. No,
Right?
Dave, like, be honest. You're booking a lot of that. What you're doing, you're talking to Tony Khan on the down low. Tony Khan is picking your brain for creative ideas, and you're the one telling him to book a lot of the stupid shit that AEW's been doing.
Maybe unconfirmed rumor. Hearsay. Ooh. I don't know if I can report that.
Tony Khan. Call coming from Tony Khan. Call coming from Tony Khan.
I mean, maybe if you want to pay $14.99 a month, maybe I can tell you a hint about it. Whooshy. Yeah.
So yeah, that's Dave for you. But it's time for Modern Wrestlers Are Marks, where we talk about the marks that are ruining the business. Started out with Allison K, who said, If you make an AI flyer for your show, I'm canceling the booking, LMAO. And then I love what Stoney had to say, but WWE can use AI, right? Hypocritical as fuck like everyone else. AI is unfortunately used in everyday modern society now. McDonald's does AI ads. UFC does AI ads. WWE, it's over. Graphic design jobs are going to be gone before we know it. Everybody's going on the cheap. And yeah, you got to deal with SummerSlam in Minnesota. But
and
you're not
the fucked up WWE logo if you look at it, you know.
Oh, of course, but you're not having to pay top cash. And let's face it, AI will get better with time. I mean, just the leaps and bounds it's made in a few years is dramatic. So a lot of people, you got to face this, Allison. This is the future. I wouldn't be surprised if NWA, the company that employs her, uses it. Just saying.
They probably will. I mean, I know OVW does. I think TNA will start to pretty soon, in my opinion. I think AEW they're holding out from what I'm seeing, but I think it's every company is going to be using it because why the hell wouldn't you? It's very cost effective. Some of it can look honestly, some of it can look like you wouldn't even tell the difference between like a real video package and like one made by AI. It's getting that good.
I gotta say, AEW definitely. I have my suspicions about their T-shirt department. Just saying, definitely have my suspicions there.
It very well could be AI, but I don't think so, man. I think it's just really fucking stupid graphic designers they hired, you know?
It could be, but let's talk about Bronson Reed. He was saying, "Hey, I skipped leg day, and yes, I have to clean my mirror." What are you doing on your mirror that we need to know about, or that you feel the need to let us know about? Just saying.
Well, it's like, and why are you taking pictures of guys' legs? Those aren't yours. Come on.
That's what I'm like. Why are you taking other dudes' pictures and then doing
Just
weird
outing
things to
himself.
mirrors? I mean, especially the fact that he has to clean his mirror on Pride Week. What are you doing to your or Pride Month? What are you doing to your mirror, dude?
It's like we know what's on that mirror, okay? It's not PG-13. I'll put it that way. It's a little adult oriented.
Fluids. Leave it at that.
Fluids. It's a very fluid situation. Yeah,
that it is. But Batista, he's very gender fluid. So back in 2019, Dave Batista called out a fan who repeatedly hurled homophobic slurs at Sami Zayn.
What a hero!
I'd stick my foot in his ass.
Is that a threat?
That's a threat, absolutely. I don't play that game because my mom was gay, even though she gave birth to me.
That's what we got to do. Batista, what the fuck happened to you, man?
Well, it's like
just a bald-headed woman just probably cut his dick off at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, like it's not like really helping it when he's talking about putting something of his on another guy's ass. You know, like that's not really helping the thing there. I mean, come on.
It's Dave Batista. It's like we said, it's Pride Month, so it fits.
Bald-headed woman to me.
So that's what's going on there. Dustin Rhodes, he was saying, "Be everything you want to be today and every day. Nothing is impossible. Work hard. Hashtag keep stepping. Damn, I think I look like a waiter here. Oh, oh, Dustin. That's what I love. Is like, even though you could tell on the surface he's a sad, droopy clown, he tries to put a smile on his face, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, he tries, and he loves to serve men. I mean, come on. Look at the guy. That's a guy right there that loves to serve men on Pride Month. I mean, come on.
He definitely is waiting at many tables. That's for sure. But let's go ahead and talk about Triple H. So Triple H was talking about the future of WWE. And here's what he's putting over Oba Femi, Sol Ruka, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams as the future. And we all know that's fucking bullshit because, I mean, let's face it. What about their look? What's wrong with their look?
You know, I mean, some of them got the right look, and one of them has got the right look, you know, the other three, I don't know, you know. You always have to be thinking about the future. It's about hiring youth and about putting youth around you. And that's why our top champion is 42 years old.
It makes sense, right?
You gotta keep yourself young in that sense. As a brand, as you see that John Cena's retiring, AJ Styles retiring, as you see some of these talent at the peak of their careers, you have to have these young talent underneath them, you know, never really do anything. Underneath, really never do anything with them, never push them, you know, job them out like shit. Keep pushing the old fucks, you know. Don't build the future, but we're building the future by keeping the future down. And it makes sense in my dumb fuck head, you know, but, you know. And when you see this new crop of talent, Oba Femi is going to be as big as anybody he was ever seen in the business.
Not with your booking.
So Ruka has an opportunity to be a standout star. You know, but I'll, you know, keep using the sock accounts to keep her down because, you know, there's a part of her that I don't like, you know. We all know, you know. Javon Evans, he reminds me of a young Jeff Hardy.
No, come on. Stop.
Just has this incredible moveset, you know, but has the energy and the youth about him, you know, that you can't really look away from. Trick has the personality plus, you know, he's another guy you can't really look away from. These are the young talent that are going to be, you know, the future of WWE. They're going to take it, you know, they're going to have it all. You're seeing them on the rise now, but 2, 3, 4 years from now, these are going to be the main events of WrestleMania, I promise you. Yeah, and then we'll bring Michael Lockwood on TV, and everyone will turn away, and then we'll lose our TV deals, and I'll wonder what's wrong, and I'll probably say, you know what it was? Not enough work rate.
The part at the very end is what caught me. Because he says, you're seeing them rise now, but 2, 3, 4 years from now. So don't expect for Oba Femi to be at WrestleMania competing for a title anytime soon. Don't expect for Trick Williams to be competing for a top title anytime soon. What he's basically saying is maybe in 4 years, they'll be main event ready. That's what he's saying. And in my opinion, Oba and Trick, they're already ready. Javon needs a shitload of time. Soul, send her back to NXT.
Well, you know what helps talents get main event ready? we used to have them all the time in the business. Managers, what the fuck happened to them?
No managers, no valets allowed because Heyman's the only one. That's it. Only one allowed. That's the way it goes. Gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it.
And you've got people that can actually cut promos that could be great managers, but no, they're having shitty matches in Evolve and NXT right now.
That's the way it is. So Triple H is talking about how people take things too seriously.
Oh God. My God.
There's something for everybody, and that's our goal. That must be why the ratings are at record lows, but whatever, that's why we try to, that's why we try to do, is be a little bit of something for everybody. We don't have really adult-oriented programming, but, we're something for everybody. The other aspect of that is, sometimes people lose perspective of sometimes we're just trying to have fun. We're fun.
Never. Never.
Sometimes people take it too seriously. Sometimes people get too caught up in it. But it's not entertaining. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. If you just want to turn off and be a couple of hours to tune into something cool.
It's something cool. You gotta be kidding. Yeah, Raw and SmackDown are cool. Okay.
That you could just, lose yourself in and sometimes have a good time. WWE is the place to do it. Yeah, that must be why we have a bunch of boring promos, like no storylines, boring pay-per-views, really bad booking, and record low ratings. Yeah, that's a proof that people are, tuning in to watch fun.
Oh my God.
He's a retarded bullshit artist. That's what he really is. That's what it comes down to.
And this is the fucking post. If you retweet it to say like, "Where's the fun?" You had retards going, you just owned yourself right there. Hey, you proved Triple H right. What did I prove right? That Triple H is a boring show that no one cares about? Like, what are these? Oh God. Ooh.
If you don't like it, don't watch it, girl.
Okay, deal.
So, he also was talking about how WWE's on top of everybody's mind because of ESPN.
Oh God, yeah, it's the talk of the town. That must be like, look at the Google Trends. It's like at the bottom. Okay.
One of the most frustrating things for me as a kid when I was wrestling took place, no matter who it was, there was no place to hear talk about it, find out about it.
There were radio shows at the time. What are you talking about?
What was going on? You really couldn't have the conversation except with your friends. This conversation is everywhere now, and because of ESPN, we're on the top of everybody's mind.
What? No. Oh, God.
You see it in what we're doing. You see it in Danhausen across the NBA with the Knicks in their biggest way possible, You see us connecting with not only the fans, but the superstars of the sports as well. So that opportunity for us, that Jimmy Pitaro, Burke Magnus have created...
I know.
They just all push us to another level in the common everyday conversation, that we can't get anywhere else. And that, to me, it's worth its weight in gold. That it's awesome.
No one's talking about WWE. What are you talking about?
The only thing I can give him credit for is they're talking about Danhausen because he appeared on ESPN and then got in with the Knicks. And even then, it was just for that 1 week that the Knicks won the title, and then nobody's talking about Danhausen. He's back in WWE.
Yeah, and that's the point that we're making is that, okay, you can do all this shit, but like the product itself is so fucking boring that the outside bubble, the people that aren't watching wrestling, are not tuning in to watch WWE because of Danhausen.
That's what it all comes down to. It's like Danhausen is not the draw that Triple H makes him out. He is very much a novelty that is wearing thin to the point that he's even wearing women's clothes now.
Oh! Again? I gave you your key back.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
First of all, that's not the robe I gave you.
Yeah?
And second, it doesn't even fit.
Yes, it does. This is great. And you gave this to me, and you gave me the other one. And also, hey, what's that over there?
I don't even know what you want me to look at. Oh my God! What has he done to me? What? Why?
Oh, wow, you look pretty evil. All right, see you later. Thanks for the robe.
Does this come off?
So is that a new gimmick for him? Is he just going to put like his face paint on other people and make them like clones of himself?
Well, and of course he's wearing women's clothes in Pride Month. Go figure. Go figure.
Danhausen is a proud man. What can we say?
but just to kind of put that over just a little bit, if they put that on TV, that could be fun in a goofy way.
It would tap into his inner woman. We all know it's very present in him, so, But
I'm every woman. He's all in me. I do it naturally,
Another very feminine man, though, is Michael Cole. So here's Michael Cole talking about when Little Yachty interfered in the Night of Champions match.
Little Yachty! With a people's elbow! Flex up! Stretch out! Big bands! Whoa! Little
Flexed out, stretched asshole, big dicks, yeah! Good Lord, Mike.
You're on TV, Michael, just to let you know, okay? You don't need to fucking out yourself on TV.
Did that just slip? Oh, my.
Oh, my. It slipped in the right place. Oh, my.
So it's not just Cole saying gay shit at the table. It's also Wade Barrett, who says, I like highly attractive men. He can't hold back. These motherfuckers cannot hold back. They're letting it all out on Pride Month.
Say it again.
I like highly attractive men.
He did say that when I was watching that NXT. He did say that. That was like one of the what the fuck. But like, I literally said, "What the fuck did he say?" I had to go back and watch it. I can't believe they're just outing themselves on Pride Month.
They are. It's right out there in the open. They have no problems. Acceptance is what we're supposed to do, but it's pretty fucking gross. But
I'm surprised he didn't talk about tallywhackers and incel energy on the fucking broadcast.
Give it next year. Next year's Pride Month. Trust me, he's gonna go all out. He'll probably come out and just nothing but probably a bikini hammock that's rainbow colored. If I had to guess, that's it.
He's like, Vic Jason, what do you think of me, tallywhacker?
Ew. I quit NXT. Bye. Is
You know
MLW
why?
hiring?
Do you know why? Because you have incel energy.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Fuck this gay shit. I'm out. Do it, Vic. Get the fuck out. But
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Jared is saying, the writing is on the wall and it's in super glue. So he had this to say. If that's true, boy, oh boy, hey man, let's give them this talent. Let's give them this talent. Let's get them on that WWE train and get the audience of TNA and WWE and NXT. And let's marry them up. Hey, let's even do a TNA NXT kind of storyline battle. Okay, yep, we're rolling along. Oh boy, if that's really the truth, first right of refusal, if it's there, then the writing is on the wall and it's in super glue. So he was asked what he thought about WWE potentially buying TNA. Why would you do that? I'm asking. Why offer first right of refusal? Like, what did Anthem get out of that? And I honestly mean that, slap nuts. Let's play both sides of this and have the conversation. What does Anthem get out of giving them that clause? Only thing you get is the TNA tape library. That's about it.
I mean, the TNA tape library, maybe some of the talents. Dolph Ziggler, maybe Top Dollar, maybe... There are some, and that's the thing that drives me crazy about TNA is that there are some talents that I think would do very well in WWE. I think M by Elegance would do very well in WWE. Heather would be okay, I guess. Dana Brooke, I think, would do fine. And honestly, now that I think about it, because I don't think they're going to move away from the goofy shit they've been doing. I think that's why you would bring in Road Dogg as well, because he knows that goofy shit.
Oh, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's definitely optimism. But let's go ahead and talk about Jey Uso, who was saying he does not care about the fans anymore. I see him disliked like 5 or 6 videos on WWE social media platforms. Also went on to say, I really don't care about the fans no more because when I was doing my thing, I saw the hate. I can't miss it. It's all in my face. Social media, when my name pops up, I see it out there. Most video on WWE social media platforms. Look at those posts, like 5, 6, 10 videos out there. It's all good. If anything, that lit a fire under me to be even more botchier and terrible than ever. All the noise, all the opinions, cool. It is what it is because that's part of the job. So he says, I love it how he says he doesn't care, but yo.
Well, and didn't he just say he's like, only 5 or 6 downlicks, only 5 or 6 dislikes. Meanwhile, he's saying that he's got like multiple videos like dedicated to hating on him.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, you can't with Jay.
You can't.
Internet's most hated, but he doesn't care though. But he's posting about it. Doesn't care though.
More like internet's most stupid. Good guy. Like, does Jey Uso know how dumb he is? Is he aware?
I don't think he knows how retarded he is. One of these days, though, I think he's going to see that maybe the helmet video and maybe realize, hey, I'm fucking retarded. Maybe one of these days.
I think you already did. I bet, dude. Remember, like he showed up that one Raw, he was pissed. That one Raw after Manny, he was pissed. Oh, he was so angry.
Usually he shows up just like usually he shows up like that, but instead he was like hard gangsta oos, and he was like all serious and shit. I'm like, come on, man, be happy. Be retarded, be happy.
Yeah, just come out with the pink football helmet on, live your life, man. There
you go.
Live your
be
truth.
Happy. Hey, it's Pride Month, so JD, speaking of Pride Month, he was saying that pro wrestling needs to change. So he said, pro wrestling needs some serious change in 2026. These weekly shows are not it. Forbidden Door and its concept is fucking terrible, bros. And AEW needs to end it after this year. Keep this shit over in fucking Japan with the rest of the fish eaters and give it something to truly get lost in and invest the fucking time in, bros. This is weird seeing JD hate on Japanese wrestling. I remember back in the day when he was sucking off like Shinsuke Nakamura and Okada and all this. What the hell happened?
Is he growing up? Like what's going on? Like, is he snapping to reality? Like, seriously, what it could be? I'm going to be real. You know what I think it is? I think he finally fucking realized. He finally fucking realized that what we've been saying for all these years, it would be beneficial to him, and that if it goes down the route that he's been wanting all this fucking time, it's going to hurt everybody. It's going to hurt all the podcasters. Go fucking figure.
He was the one that was talking about the raising of all tides, because he saw like how, just the community's down for AEW, I think that's the one thing I can give JD is that he's got an inkling of intelligence. He's not a complete fucking dumb Mark retard. Maybe he's growing up. Maybe he's getting more intelligence. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, because like I'm hearing him talk about like we need characters and storylines, bros. Where's the fucking stories in AEW? Like 5 years ago, this motherfucker would have been like, "Where are the fucking bangers?"
Oh, he was talking about Andrade being the future, about how Johnny Gargano needs to win the world title. I don't forget those rants. I don't. But a lot of people do. So JD said, this crowd is fucking terrible, bros. I don't believe we have to sit through WrestleMania next year with this type of fucking energy. What the fuck, you fucking towel heads? Fucking cheer for Sami Zayn.
What the fuck is the matter with you? He's one of your own. Cheer for him, you fucking bastards.
He's got the fucking work rate. But speaking of, he was very, very adamant about how he thought that the whole Sami Zayn hate was forced. Here it is.
This was the right call. The Sami Zayn hate is absolutely forced. I'm genuinely in that camp. Whatever your feeling is on Sami Zayn politically, I don't give a fuck. You don't bring that shit to me. I don't care. We leave that shit at the door. You want to hate him for political reasons? By all means, go hate him for whatever he politically believes in. I'm talking about Sami Zayn, the performer, the character that we see on television. I don't give a fuck about anything else he does in his entire life. I don't give a shit. We're talking about Sami Zayn. 2013, Sami Zayn. El Generico. Sami Zayn is born. He removed the mask. WWE signed him to NXT, which was a developmental brand through and through for WWE. Back in 2013, he debuted without the mask. They gave him the ridiculous name at the time, Sami Zayn. Presented him as the blue-collar underdog. Very similar to one Daniel Bryan. He made his name on the indies, and nobody knew who he was. He made his name on the indies as a wannabe luchador. Then we go to 2014 NXT. His rivalry with Adrian Neville, now Pac, in AEW. Big NXT championship win. His celebration was cut short. You guys remember? Kevin Owens powerbomb on the apron. Man, those were the days. Those were the days. Kevin Owens, his best friend in real life, debuted and betrayed him, creating one of the most unforgettable moments in the history of the black and gold brand. Loved it. We go to 2016. Sami Zayn still on that babyface run. He's getting closer and closer to being that breakout babyface, Daniel Bryan-like babyface the main roster absolutely needed. Before he got called up to the main roster, he had one last ace up his sleeve. WWE went and scoured the globe to find an opponent to give him his farewell in NXT, and that was the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura. One of the best matches in 2016 at NXT TakeOver Dallas. One of the best modern WWE matches of all time. And if you don't believe that, maybe you didn't watch the match. The match happened that week. I watched it about 6 or 7 times because it was that good. The energy was palpable sitting at home in the Bronx, in New York, watching it live as it happened.
All right, so I'd like to issue an apology. I would like to retract my statement about
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine being...
Oh, no.
Can you imagine being one of his neighbors and you hear this screaming fucking dwarf, fucking hit him again! Hit him again! Oh, kick out! That's the 15th time, bros! I'm blowing nuts up here!
Holy fucking shit! Shinsuke is putting out a bingo work rate clinic, bros!
I hope that there's fucking body cam footage out there of cops that had to go to JD's house or apartment because of a noise complaint. I'm so hoping there is body cam footage out there of just them like having to look down at this fucking midget and be like, oh, sir, we had a noise complaint. There ain't no fucking noise complaint. I was just celebrating the best fucking match ever in Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. And they're like, what the fuck is either of those? Is that an anime? What is that?
We're taking you in, buddy.
Come on.
What are you doing? Get the fucking hands off of me! Get the hands off of me! Iyo Sky's about to have a match! No! I can't see Iyo Shirai's NXT debut, bros! She's the genius of the Sky, you fucking geek!
Lord. Oh, God, I gotta see that. I gotta see that, man.
Oh, man.
Something else you gotta see is how AI fucks up. We showed it earlier with the SummerSlam poster.
It does.
Luke Menzie was showing off his UK Tour 2026 in the usual AI slot font that they all use. Rugby bred, ring fed. I don't know. He must have gotten surgery and had a rope go through his leg. So, just a bro refresh. Refresh if you see that shit. Come on. And even then, you can't go into fucking GIMP or Photoshop and do clone feature and fucking clone the rope over that shit. Come on, you lazy fuck.
Come on, put the effort in. Good God. It's not that difficult. All you got to do is just like regenerate it. It's like just say like the rope is going through my leg. WTF, redo this, you know? Come on.
It's not that fucking hard, man. Grok's getting better. ChatGPT is getting better. Gemini is getting better. All it takes is the refresh button. That's it.
You know what the name of like how like they each have their own name for their image and video generator. Like Grok is like called Imagine.
Right.
You know what Gemini's is?
It's banana, isn't it?
Nano banana.
Nano banana. It's funny too because I remember seeing Nikita Beer using Nano banana for a picture, and he even had the watermark on the side. And he has Grok. He could use Grok, but he's like, oh fuck that, I'll use Nano banana.
Because if we're keeping it honestly, like
it's
if you
better.
Want, if you want it to look realistic, go with Gemini.
Yeah, just saying. Gemini looks pretty good nowadays. But Kevin Nash is always a drunk idiot. So here's what he had to say.
Glug, 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 glug.
I can't say let's keep a score. 6 battles arrested at the reflecting pool for putting their heads in the water. 0 arrests in the Epstein case.
And I would ask Kevin Nash, how many arrests do you have from DUIs? That's what I want to know. Probably more than that.
I can neither confirm nor deny that it was like 1,000. But yeah.
Easily.
Every Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, he does. But I will say Paul Walter Hauser was saying some stupid shit, a fellow actor himself. So, Moist Turk said, I've watched you wrestle live in North Richland Hills. You were gassed and got no pop. Stop the cap, man. No one knew who you were. Paul said, I love that you paid money to see wrestling, and I was in the main event with Speedball Mike Bailey as a tag partner. I had so much fun and sold so much merch. I hope you hated it. And Moist Turk said, brother, you in the post-intermission opener tagging with London against Brock Anderson and Bobby Fish. I take the fans' word for it over Paul Walter Hauser, just saying.
I do, but like with Paul Walter, like if we're keeping it real, Paul Walter Hauser is the most well-known person at that show, by far and away. Not even close.
I think he lost a lot of his star power, man. It feels that's why he's having to do these MLW shows and shit. It's desperate, man. But I will say, though, that Pete Rosenberg has said some desperate shit. This takes the cake, though.
If you have anything negative to say about Sami winning the title, you suck and you don't love wrestling.
I guess I hate wrestling, man.
This fucking dork. So he said this, too. He compares Sami Zayn's WWE Champion promo to Stone Cold Steve Austin's 316 promo. This is what I'm sick of, is like every time a World Championship title change happens, we get this complete hyperbole, this complete bullshit from these bullshit artists. And they got their own podcast too, affiliated with WWE, so they can spread it to a wider range of people so they can buy that hive mind bullshit and eat it up. This is fucking blasphemy, dude. You can't even compare him to Stone Cold.
is the next Stone Cold.
Never. Not in his best day, dude. What the hell?
Could you imagine like Sami Zayn drinking beers and coming out stunnering people? Like, could you imagine this skinny little bum doing that? Come on.
Nah, he would come out drinking like Soylents. More likely, come out drinking those Soylent drinks.
We got some hashtag breaking news.
Is it T and gay related?
No, it's gay EW related.
What do we got?
The return of Jay White.
Wow, on Forbidden Backdoor? No
Yes.
way. Holy
Yes.
shit. Wow.
Jay White, the amazing draw. The person everybody wanted to come back.
And still no Tessa, right?
No.
Still no Tessa? Of course not. Why?
No Tony Storm.
Yeah.
No Britt Baker.
No stars.
No Keith Lee. Like, even Keith Lee would have been like somebody like, okay, like this is a guy you could probably be, the AEW World Champion. He's a good promo, big guy, good wrestler. No, just nothing. Jay White.
I will say though that Keith Lee, he looks like his great grandfather now. I don't know if he stepped into an aging chamber. I don't know if he traveled to Mars and back, but holy fuck, what the hell happened? Get some hair dye, man.
He's starting to look like a fat Morgan Freeman, Like, what's going
really
on, dude?
is. Yeah, it looks sad, man. Well, let's talk about somebody who is a fat bitch herself, Piper Niven. So Piper Niven fires back at fans on social media, blow it out your backside, you fake-ass Christian. So she got into it with one of our fans, Wrestling with Faith. So Wrestling with Faith said, great way to reach out to young kids who idolize you. And this was over the neck photo we showed you on BBN. So she said, there should be no young kids on X for assault, and if there is, it's up to parents to monitor what they consume, not me. And yes, actually, I think accepting myself and living authentically as a child of God the way he made me is an excellent example. Also, Jesus taught radical, unconditional love, grace, and acceptance for all people, especially the marginalized, so blow it out your backside, you fake-ass Christian. So, this is weird. This is the first time that I've ever seen Piper Niven say that she's a child of God,
Right.
Good, knowing that we know that she's a witch too. So, what God are you praying to? You're not praying to the God of Jesus Christ. That's for damn sure.
Well, when she prays, she looks down. So,
Yeah. So, no, she's a terrible example. And that's the thing too. I think Wrestling with Faith was spot on. Because she could try to say, there should be no young kids on the X for a start. Most of the IWC is like, they're either super young or super old. There's no in between.
I mean, let's be real. The vast majority of them are like 30s, 40s,
Well, but then you have the really over-influential teenagers, like the 17 and 18-year-olds who get way too many replies because they're young wrestling fans. So there's definitely there's that gap, man. I feel right now that's what they're really missing out on is the 30, 40, and 20-year-olds. I think those three generations, they're missing out. You're getting the teens and you're getting the 50-year-old pedos, and that's it. That's it. That's all you're getting.
It's either one or the other,
That's all you got.
You're either getting yeah.
Sad. But Piper was, Paul Walter was saying, I'm with Niven on this one. And this is what makes him like so terrible because he fits in with all the rest of them. You would think a Hollywood actor, maybe he's one of the cool ones. Nope. He's a liberal geek like all the fucking rest of them.
He's a fat woman just like Piper Niven,
Pretty much. Fat woman with a beard, progressive. But Produce, they're looking to be very progressive. If I see an AI bar schedule with your dates on it, I'm not booking you anytime soon.
Who the fuck is Produce?
They're that shitty company we showed you earlier
right.
with the fucking drag queen. But no, it's like Orange Cassidy thinks his shit don't stink and thinks he's awesome because he's on my AEW, which is because you're an AEW wrestler, bro. That's it.
Well, and look at how many views this tweet got.
Pathetic.
Right.
Yeah, you can't have a lot of hope for Produce. It looks like a boring Ring of Honor, pure bullshit. So, but you want to see some pure bullshit, tune into NXT. Aaron Rourke says trolls are using his name for views and are pathetic. So here's what he said.
Truly humored that these people think that their hollow words and insults can hurt me. I'm living my dream, doing everything I wanted to do since I was 5, and what are you doing? Writing hate comments behind a faceless avatar or using my name to get you some views. Pathetic.
No, what's pathetic is you using your sexuality as a gimmick because you have none, because you're a boring piece of shit. That's what's pathetic.
Well, I mean, and for him saying, they don't hurt me. Really? It doesn't look like it. I mean, like, the fact that you're whining as much as you are, apparently it did hit a nerve. I mean, you're a jabroni. You should not be in the big time. For you, like, you should be like Effie. You should just be like an indie lifer. You should not be anywhere near WWE because you are not larger than life. You do not have any charisma. You're a god-awful promo. You're a shitty at best wrestler. You're not a superstar. You're not meant to be in WWE. You're just not.
Look how many NXT talents have been signed. This is even before the ID Evolve deal. Look how many of them got signed, and they were on TV for a little bit, even got used, and now they're fucking nobodies on the indies. WWE is make or break right now, and if they ever fire Aaron Rourke, he's done on the indies. Yeah. I don't even think NWA would hire this guy. Maybe Mystery Wrestling as a jobber, but that's about it.
I mean, like, if you're so desperate, if WWE is so desperate to have an openly gay wrestler, bring in Darren Young. Fuck it. I mean, at least he looks like, he looks like a black John Cena, but fuck it. At least he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, here's my whole thing, is at least with Darren Young, it was a guy who never got by on his sexuality. Even Orlando Jordan never got by on his sexuality. I didn't even know the guy who played Mortis, Chris Kanyon. I didn't know he was gay until later on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing, is I shouldn't know that you're gay. I should be like, you're a good wrestler, or you're a shitty wrestler. In his case, he's a shitty wrestler. But like with Chris Kanyon, decent wrestler. Orlando, decent wrestler. Darren Young, decent wrestler. I can't say that about any gay wrestler right now. Especially, like, if you're playing a character, Dustin Rhodes was fucking amazing. He was, if we're playing a character, Dustin is the best gay wrestler of all time. But for a guy that's actually gay, look at all of them right now. Aaron Rourke sucks. Effie fucking sucks. Dark Sheik sucks. There's so many of them that are just awful and just terrible.
To me, it's just like a lowering of the bar. It's like, if you're going to have an openly gay, like, I can kind of get from a marketing standpoint why they would want to go there. Is Aaron Rourke really the best? He's the best openly gay guy you could find. Like, you couldn't find anyone more superstar-like, anyone that has like a little bit of charisma. Like, this is the best you could do is Aaron Rourke, this fucking skinny ham and egger. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it was pathetic, in my opinion, that they even tried to push this guy and shove him down our throats with how untalented he is. That's how I look upon it. He's pathetic. But of course, Fightful had to celebrate him and said Aaron Rourke is a proud gay wrestler now. No shit. And is under the ID program. He made history by being the first openly gay men's wrestler to become a singles champion in the company's history. He successfully defended the Evolve Championship against Tristan Angels this week on NXT. And with everything that they do, notice that they locked the comments for Speedball Mike Bailey. They did it for this dude too. They know what they're walking into, yet they still do it, you know?
Oh, no, absolutely. Well, because they got a virtue signal. They're Fightful. That's what they think they have to do. You don't got a virtue signal. Come on.
Seriously, they don't have
to. But like their fans would probably roast them over it. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is what we got to deal with, man. Champion stays on top. Glock it. I would have figured him a bottom, but apparently it's a top. So there you go. This is one of the best promos out there. One of the talents they're pushing. This is sad, man.
Champion. Oh, that's not going to get over. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. Not with this guy. I mean, look at him. Does this look like a superstar to you, or does this look like a fucking like a crack addict in a fucking alleyway? Like I mean, we shit on Sami Zayn for looking like a bum. This guy looks like a bum too.
Well, that's the thing too.
But he just has no hair, you know. I mean,
this has nothing to do with us looking at his sexual orientation. We're looking at the fact that he has no character and he's using his sexual orientation as a crutch. If he's playing a heel character, well, that's the thing. If you're playing a heel character, that's fine, man. Embrace it. Embrace the heel heat that you're getting. But he's a babyface, and he's playing an overly flamboyant character. I'm sorry, but you're only going to get a small majority, or minority for that matter, of the people watching to actually root for you. And if he gets brought up to the main roster, it's going to be a massive flop. What we're trying to do is trying to help out WWE here, but they never listen to us. You know, so it has nothing to do with sexuality at all.
Well, and so you just brought up a really good point. Because, like, let's be real. Like, when you go to the main roster, like, the people that are there, you got a lot of families there. I mean, they're not all liberal. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, it's going to be divisive. You're going to have a good number of people that may not want to take their kids to the shows. They may not want to have their kids watching that. I mean, it could happen, you know, it very well could happen. The main roster, that's the one thing you notice too, like with NXT and the main roster is a much more diverse audience. You have like families, you got kids there, you got just like a lot of like for the most part, if you're going to go to a wrestling show, you're probably going to go to like Raw or SmackDown. Like if you're going to go to a TV wrestling show, with NXT, it's a much more niche audience. And we've been saying that for fucking years. Like, just because you can get over in NXT does not mean you're going to get over on the main roster.
Absolutely, and especially nowadays with this type of talent that they're wheeling out. But
it's politically divisive.
Pretty much, but you know what? They're already pushing the agenda over on SmackDown with Ricky Taints and... but you know, he has to overcompensate, so here's what he says. Who am I? I'm your wife's favorite lover. I'm your mama's favorite child. And more importantly, I'm absolutely tweak. So, just that out, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro, I'm trying my best to hold back here. I try my best on
We're not on that glorious platform that we love being on, but we're here and we gotta be honest about what we're seeing here within the confines of the limitations.
It's goofy.
At
the very least, say it's stupid. It's goofy.
It's goofy and stupid. It's goofy. it's whatever you want to call it. But more than anything, this guy is not going to be the next Rock. He may want to be little prideful Rock. Not going to happen. Not going to work.
No. I think make him Cody's banana boy. Make him Cody's cabana boy and banana boy. Both of them. You love it. I'm just saying. It would be a great
banana boy.
Right away, sir. So can I get you a freshly squeezed Ricky Shake?
Pev, I want your Ricky Shake in my mouth right now, big boy. Oh, yeah.
Coming up in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Oh, dude, if he said 2 shakes of a lamb's tail on TV, I would lose it. Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be perfect, I tell you. But, yeah, so that's what's going on with Ricky Taints. We got to talk about the Sami love, though, because not only did the IWC loved it, but also the wrestlers did, too. So, Dark Sheik said Allahu Akbar over Sami Zayn winning. What the fuck? Weird.
Oh, God.
Weird. Just says weird shit. Anyways, Sean Waltman had this to say.
This is so great to see. Congratulations to the new champ. Hey, I wonder if he's gonna get his girl hooked on what I got China hooked on. You know, that'd be cool. Please hire me. Please hire me. Please, somebody hire me. I don't have a brain, but I have some other qualities. Come on.
And skills that he learned with the Click, just saying.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and show you what one of our favorite wrestlers had to say when he found out that Sami won the title.
Was in line, Sami Zayn won the WWE title. So I don't know if that could add in or anything. I had a feeling I would get that reaction. So I didn't want to pick you guys to this answer, but you have the floor. Thoughts on that situation?
Finally! Yes!
Is he hoping that if he sucks Sammy's dick, that'll get him back into WWE? Like, or is this just like, I was a part of that storyline. It finally paid off in kayfabe. Like, what? I don't get it, dude.
I'm going to be real. Like, I didn't think, like, because we were saying, like, way back, like, when he was on Raw, I'm like, okay, this is a lame version of Cross. When you see Killer Cross, you're going to be excited. He's fucking, dude, he's even lamer on the indies than he is now, or than he was in WWE.
One thing you're going to see, and this is like, if especially once you get more familiar with the indie guys who we do like and who do like us as well. One thing you're going to see is you see them be friendly with everybody, because you never know when you got to share a locker room with Nyla Rose or Sonny Kiss. So you see them all be cool with each other, and they all kind of have to look past weird sexual preferences and whatnot, just because you never know when you're going to see this dude on a show. And that's how I think a lot of them look at it, like they're just trying to keep things cool with everybody. You know, part of playing ball in WWE, really, with Triple H. You know?
Yeah, I get it and all, but they're not going to bring Cross back. I mean, I don't think they're bringing him back.
Nah, and not even with the TKO takeover would they bring him back. Just saying. I think he's probably like fake happy at MLW, so he's hiding the tears but smiling, so it's all good.
I'm so happy that no one watches MLW. Because I was talking about they had like 33,000. Let me see. Like this is the company that like everyone was jerking off over like about a month ago. Oh, but when they come back, they're gonna set the wrestling landscape on fire. You watch. You'll wait. You'll see. You'll see. Let me see. I'm about to see what their last show did. 1 day ago, ready for this? 34,000 views.
Wow. Damn.
Keep in mind, their debut episode had over 150,000.
But I mean, all the internet nerds are saying number 3 company.
The number 3 company is getting 34,000. Fuck MLW. What a dumpster fed. They're an absolute dumpster fed. They really are. It's a shame. And they have great talent in that company locked down to these insane onerous contracts that prevent these talents from going anywhere else where they could actually entertain people and bring in viewers. MLW is a shit fed. No one's tuning in to watch that shit. It's literally all a bunch of matches and the occasional like good video package.
It's a shame Paul Walter Hauser is such a fucking dumb mark. Because, I mean, he's a part of MLW. Moist Turk was saying Tyrus is generous. At least Tyrus made it to WWE and TNA. Paul Walter is over here blading for Brock Anderson on the Indies.
Oh, that's the Brock. Brock Anderson. Okay, you want to talk about people that have let themselves go? Like
chunky little fucker, yeah.
Like you won't believe. Like so, when you saw Brock Anderson on AEW a couple of years ago, he looked like he was like skinny, but like in somewhat like decent shape.
Skinny fat, yeah.
Like skinny fat, but like not like what the hell's going on here? Not like Trent Seven fat. I mean, you look at Brock Anderson now, bro. He is like he's fatter than his dad.
For Brock Anderson to be fatter than Paul Walter Hauser, that's a trip. Because if you see the match, literally he's fatter than Paul Walter Hauser. And Paul Walter Hauser is like, I love bleeding and I love Brock Anderson. Are you okay? 22 likes for a Hollywood actor that was just in the Naked Gun remake. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? God. What the fuck?
1,700 views, 22 likes, 1 retweet.
What the dude? You were in the Naked Gun remake. What the fuck happened?
I could fart out a post shitting on Triple H and it would get like at least 30 likes and like 5 retweets. What the fuck, Paul Walter? Come on.
Yeah, this right here is just sad. Very sad for a Hollywood actor. It shows you that going full mark never works out. You never go full mark ever. But Sean Ross Sapp, he's always full mark. He says,
we have full details on WWE giving Chad Gable the clap coming to FightfulSelect.com for subscribers.
I wonder who backstage did it. Was it Noseman? Who did it? Who was the one that gave him the clap? That's a mystery right there.
We'll be covering on who gave Chad Gable the clap.
Yay, I can't wait to hear
and
it.
Hep C. And syphilis.
Maybe it was Becky. Maybe she was slapping that dick around, so she said, can't ruin my life. I'm in my homeland eating Supermax at the Barack Obama Plaza.
So let me get this. So like Ireland has a Barack Obama Plaza.
Do they really? I don't know. Maybe they do.
I can't believe it.
Maybe they just put that there. I don't know why Barack Obama is not from Ireland, so I don't know why they would have a plaza there. I'm just surprised that they didn't have Michelle's dog on the menu. You figured Seth would be eating that shit up. Just saying.
Hey, Becky, are you a Michelle dog?
Oh, stick it up your ass, you little bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna get with some extra mayo. Wink, wink.
That's what he wants. So let's go ahead and show you what is this. Oh, wow. Viewer's discretion is advised. You ready?
You ready?
Okay.
I'm ready. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Do you think, do you think that was Bronson Reed's leg earlier? And you think that was Michael Lockwood's leg and not Bronson's? I'm just saying.
Probably was.
I mean, you know what? Let's do a comparison. I think, dude, that was Michael Lockwood's leg and fucking Bronson Reed was taking credit for it. What the fuck?
That chunky little bastard's taking creep shots of the, air quote, women in NXT.
Asshole! Look at what the hell? Literally ripping off Michael Lockwood's legs for your leg shot, you fat bastard.
Like, if you ever needed a reason not to watch NXT, there you go. like that's all like the reason you would need to never watch NXT ever again.
She really reminds me of the Doom Pig Demon that tried to wear lingerie and sexy clothing. It's not what you want to see on TV.
The pinkies, yeah.
The pinky. She's a fucking pinky, so yeah. Okay.
Where's the Doomslayer when you need him?
For real.
Save us, please.
Save us, please. But, I got to do the viewer's discretion advice one more time. One more time. You ready?
One more time.
All right.
Ew.
We tried telling you they're the same person, but you didn't listen.
You didn't listen. Well, here you go.
Proof is in the pudding.
Hey, refute the evidence that we just provided. Refute it. I dare you. I defy you. You can't.
It's literally Bianca with the fake beard on and a beanie. Same person. Same person.
Is she really pregnant? See, that's the questions that need to be asked. Not like, do you think Sami Zayn will have a long title reign? No, the question that should be asked is Bianca Belair really Montez Ford?
I'm taking maternity leave to get money on myself.
I'm taking maternity leave to wear title around my dick.
Oh, Montez. Never change. Never change.
Don't change.
All right. We got to talk about the ratings. So let's go over here.
Right.
But before we talk about the ratings, I just want to say shout out to our Rumble channel. We're putting a lot of stuff on there every week. Brand new exclusive content. Got videos coming up on there. Just dropped the top 10 sucks on Jey Uso today on Rumble. So please check that out. We have fun time over there, man. We're really allowed to let our hair down and be ourselves. So please go ahead and check that out. Also, Patreon dropped it today. Tony Khan's the stupid mark. They got no momentum right now. The Lamborghini is stalled in the middle of the road. They don't know what the fuck to do. So we had to talk about it. Go ahead, check that out on Patreon. Only $1 a month. It's worth it, I tell you.
Absolutely. We had a lot of fun doing it too.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing too, is we needed to bring it back. I think it's a long time since we did it. We needed to bring that one back and just let people know that Tony is fucking up. It's what he does best.
Like, he's just fucking up all over the place, man. And like, it's a shame because like there's so much potential still, the money, the talent, all that, but he gives us Forbidden Door. Like, great. Oh, Jay White's returning. Oh, wow. That's like, we're going to have work rate matches between Jay White and Andrade. Whoopee.
That's what you get. It's sad, man. It's sad. But you know what? I don't know if it's as sad as the ratings. We got to talk about these terrible ratings. So we'll start out with Raw from June 15th. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Raw June 15th.
Oof.
2.4. So literally there's no growth going on. They went from 2 million to 2.3 to 2.4. There's no growth going on. Even back here in the States. They returned to the States, still no growth. And that's the thing too, is I want to see something out of WWE before we start tuning back in. I want to see them really pick up the pace on a Monday or a Friday. I don't care whichever day. I want to see them pick up the pace on one of those days so they can give us something to chew on for SummerSlam. Otherwise, it's looking like a very boring season heading into SummerSlam.
I mean, yeah, shit needs to change, man. They really bring The Rock back, do something. Because this ain't it, man. This is not enough. Like, putting CM Punk on SmackDown is not going to be enough.
Especially in Baltimore. That's a big city, a big mark city, too. And you're only getting 11.4. That's terrible.
Well, look at the average ticket sales for 2024, 2025, and 2026.
Yeah. It's bad, man. It's really bad. And for SmackDown, June 19th, what did they get? 1.191. Kansas City. Look at this, 6,816. These are AEW type arenas that they're doing now for SmackDown.
And just look at the ticket. Like, this is like insane.
Yeah.
2024, 2025, 2026, average estimated tickets distributed. 2024, it was 12.4 thousand on average. The year after, it was 11.4. This year, it's 8.4. That is a massive fall off.
That is terrible. That's absolutely awful. That's a huge drop off, too. I mean, because 2024 to 2025, not too bad. But when you look at the dramatic drop off, I mean, from 2025 to 2026, we're dealing with 3,000 people gone.
Mm-hmm.
Not attending anymore at all. So that's, That's why I like focusing on the ratings, but I also like focusing on the attendance too, because it shows you that even these people don't want to go to the live shows with cheap tickets. They don't care.
No, and that's the other thing too, is like that's another really important point to bring up, is that the ticket prices are actually down in this summer compared to last year. But yet last year you had more, like 3,000 more people on average tuning in. Now you could say, okay, that was the John Cena thing. Sure. But you're just seeing right now, without John Cena, this is what you're pulling in. You're pulling in on average about 3,000 less people in the arenas. And it's only going to get worse. Because like what CM Punk his retirement is not too far away. So like, well, what's going to happen when he retires? And what's going to happen when Brock is completely gone and Roman is off into Hollywood and Drew's not there? Who are you going to have? What's going to happen? Are you going to be getting like 4,000 on average? Is TKO then going to step in and say, oh yeah, maybe we should probably fire this big nose idiot?
Well, that's the problem, is you just named the whole entire main event and they're all part-timers. So for like Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins to talk about, going full-time, all that happens when you go full-time is you get injured more. Look at you, Seth. I will give Cody credit. He's a durable twink. But for the most part, you look across most of these wrestlers at the top. And if you go full-time, you get hurt. I mean, a lot of them, like you said, Drew, part-time. Roman, part-time. Punk, soon to be part-time on SmackDown. Brock, part-time. John Cena, the most part-time that they can get. Literally every star that they have is part-time. Even LA Knight is part-time. They're mid-carders. You really have to look at how it even works with injuries. Braun Breaker, part-time. Every top guy, Logan Paul, injured, part-time. We got Trick and Oba, and we're hoping the best for them. Please don't get injured, guys. Just saying.
Stay healthy, man. You gotta stay healthy.
Gotta. Or hide that injury. Do the best you can. What do you want to cover next? NXT?
Yeah, let's cover NXT.
Okay. NXT. Not a bad number for them. That's actually a really good number, you know?
It's a good number, but we got to keep this, like, this is the, like, leading into their pay-per-view. Because apparently, like, NXT, this is crazy. NXT, TNA, and AEW had a pay-per-view today. All on the same day.
This is the problem with pro wrestling, oversaturation. And we said this for the longest time, is that back in the day, it was so much easier to keep track of. Like, here's the thing, is if you watched, like most fans on cable TV, you had really WCW and WWF. I remember we were hardcore kids, and we would be like, shit, there's this one company called Extreme Championship Wrestling. They're on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let me set the VCR and see what it records. And then after school, we would come home and watch ECW. But even then, nobody knew what the fuck ECW was. It was really WCW and WWF, and that's all you had. And you really had to make the most out of that. And even then, what was that? At the max, it was 4 shows and a pay-per-view. But even then, you were getting like maybe a pay-per-view a month. You know, they didn't have this monthly pay-per-view schedule. For the most part, like, was it tri-monthly? So it was like every 3 months you would get a pay-per-view. And I miss those days. I miss the days when it was 2 shows max with maybe a Saturday night main event added on there. If you were a WWE fan, it wasn't too bad. Nowadays, it's oversaturation. It's way too much fucking wrestling. Nobody can keep track of it all. Even on social media, you can't keep track of it all. I had to be reminded from you that 3 shows were going on because I didn't even know NXT had one going on. I knew there's Slammiversary. I knew there's Forbidden Door. And already that was overkill. But what was NXT doing?
They were doing Great American Bash.
Oh, God. Wow, that's oversaturation. Holy shit.
So on Great American Bash, they had Kendall Gray win the women's title off of Lola Vice.
Why?
All right. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like Lola Vice's money left on the table.
Oh, I agree.
Because she's got a little bit of charisma. She's not the best on the mic, but that's what she's in NXT for. Let her get better over time. I feel they should have honestly done what AAA did. Teamed her up with Stephanie Vaquer and at least gave them a tag team. Because Stephanie can't talk on the mic for shit. But Lola, I think, has enough physical charisma, I think, to get that tag team by. So I say, fuck it. Or shit, bring in Salenta Dorenta from MLW. Not doing shit with her. She'd be a great mouthpiece. And she's young, too. Fuck it.
She would. Would you mind if I go over just like what happened briefly today with the pay-per-views? Is that okay? Or
absolutely, no, go for it. Sure.
Okay, so Tekla won her match against Starlight Kid, so good for her.
Okay.
Zarya defended her title and kept it. Tony D'Angelo beats Naraku for the NXT title. Okay, great. Dolph Ziggler wins the TNA World title at Slammiversary.
Okay.
Conan is announced for TNA's Hall of Fame. We're gonna be able to will him out there. TNA is bringing back Destination X. So like it's for the X Division kind of thing. Zia Brookside is the Knockouts champion now. What else happened? Rosemary and Ali win the Knockouts tag titles. What else happened? Let's see what else. Okay, Mercedes Moné wins the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. Who gives a fuck?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, notice how both of these mark-ass promoters in Tony Khan and Triple H take their two favorite female talents and have them win tournaments that they don't need to win. What was like? You don't make stars. You gave tournament wins to people that already have been at the top of the mountain. What's the fucking point?
There is none. Like, I mean, shit, you might as well have Tekla versus Mercedes in the fucking women's title match. I mean, you might as well just do that, you know?
I think they will in due time. If they get desperate
yeah.
enough, they're probably going to do that. But, yeah, you even look at the TNA champions, man. How are you supposed to give a shit about Zia Brookside? You know, she's cute. She's not bad on the mic. She's better than Indy Hartwell, but at the same time, she's not a star, you know?
No.
She's very much somebody who you need to build up over time. And then even with Ali and Rosemary, they're a goofball tag team. You know, you can't take them seriously as well. The Women's Knockouts TV Championship, nobody's going to take that mid-card belt seriously.
Nobody.
You really look at most of that division, the women's division, without Ariana Grace, it's going to be a shithole. They'll have a couple talents here and there. Like, don't get me wrong, M by Elegance, Heather, Elena Black.
But, okay,
you know, there's something there, you know, but it's not a whole lot.
NC, you're forgetting the fact that they just got two massive debuts.
Who's
Uha
that?
Nation and Amazing Red.
This is why we can't have, like, at least me, I can't have faith in where they're going with the company, because they're making all the signings they would have made with Scott D'Amore there. If they had
agree.
Scott D'Amore there, trust me, they would have got Fabian Eichner, Amazing Red, Uha Nation, any flippy dip dude is cheap and they can afford for under $1,000 per show. You better believe they're going to fucking bring him in. Especially if they already have the WWE cred and they're trying to get that polish. I think they're going to try to do that more so often. I'd be surprised if they haven't brought in a guy like Brian Kendrick or Paul London, you know, somebody with former WWE experience. Who knows? I think that, though, they're going to definitely be bringing in a lot more cruiserweight guys, whether they're veterans or whatnot.
And this is the problem, man. It's like, you know, you and I right now, if we were to take over TNA's creative, like, there's a ton of talents on the indies right now that we would sign, bring into TNA, and they would actually look like a star, talk like a star. They'd have good matches. It'd be great promos. Like, there's a ton of them out there, but they're not getting any, like, no one's going to give two shits about Apollo Crews. No one's going to give two shits about Amazing Red. Nobody fucking cares about the people they brought in. Let's be real.
Right. And I mean, like I said, dude, they're going to be elevating a lot of people. And that's a good thing. 'Cause AJ Francis, he needed to be elevated. Elias, he needed to be elevated. I'm totally cool with those guys. Mustafa Ali, whatever. At least he's trying. They're going to elevate him as well. That's for certain. And you got to look at it. They have to do that in a situation where they're going to be losing Leon Slater and Mike Santana. That's why they put the title back on Dolph, because Mike's probably gone within a month or two. He's going to be gone real soon.
Yeah, you're going to see Mike Santana probably in WWE, more than likely. My guess will be NXT. You'll probably see him there right around, when is their pay-per-view in August? I think it's Heatwave.
I will say this much, NXT, if they carry on their momentum and they have less Michael Lockwood, less Aaron Rourke, and you have more Leon Slater, more Mike Santana, more Anna Jay, more Jungle Boy, you're going to get a lot of people talking about NXT during the summertime. Just saying. They will be getting over 700K if they can get all those names.
All they really need to do is simple. Just take Aaron Rourke and Michael Lockwood and put them in, just keep them in Evolve. Like, forever. Don't even bring them up to the main roster. Just keep them there until they're, like, in their mid-30s, you know? And then just, like, let them retire and go be fucking insurance claims adjusters or whatever, you know? Fuck.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's a rough road after you get fired by WWE in the indies. Yeah. You'll be lucky to get signed by NWA, MLW, or TNA or JCW, man. It's very rough out there. And especially because these WWE guys, they ask for a big price because they compete on the big leagues. So a lot of them think their shit don't stink. They ask for big price tags. And most of these bookers don't want to book them. You know, they're like, nah, I'd rather go with some homegrown that I can afford for fucking, like, you know, a hot dog and a handshake over your fucking $1,000 a show. You know, so I get why they do what they do, but that's why you see a lot of the shit you see in Evolve, and even now with TNA signing with OVW, they want to pay their own homegrowns on the cheap. They want the NXT system. All these companies.
No, and like I completely understand, and that's what wrestling needs. Like you got to be building more homegrowns. You got to be building up future talents and not continue to rely on Uha Nation and Amazing Red. You know, you got to
Right.
build the future. You know, like this is not building the future. This is just bringing in a bunch of people or two people that nobody fucking cares about that are horrible promos that offer you nothing. They're not like mega stars that people are going to be tuning in droves to watch. I'm sorry. Like you may get like 220,000 viewers for the next TNA just because it's without Tommy Dreamer and you're getting, and it's in a way it's a new era, but it's nothing special. It's nothing that people got to tune in for. So,
oh no, I think a lot of people
and then it'll go right back down. Yeah.
Well, because, yeah, people are expecting a change, but one of the big things that comes with that change is you have to have star power. And from what I saw with Slammiversary, Uha Nation is not star power.
No.
Now, if they had a big name debut, a big name free agent, like even like DDP's been talking about a comeback. If he came back, I'd be like, oh, cool, DDP, whatever. He's old as shit, but whatever, you know?
What boggles my mind, okay, like they have, Sting is like a longtime veteran of TNA. Like he went to TNA, had a career there, did some things. Sting's son is actually pretty fucking good. From what I saw, he had a match with MLP. I watched it. He's very, very good. Looks like the spitting image of his father. I think if you had, that could be a thing to get Sting in there. And I think Sting can help bring viewers into TNA. Sting is a great promo. Sting is a massive star. I think this could be a way of, if you want to bump up TNA's ratings, even just temporarily, this is a really good way to go. And you're also building up Steve Borden. You're building up the future with a guy who at least looks the part of a wrestler, who's good in the ring. I don't know what his promos are like, but he could probably learn. I mean, his father is there to teach him. So, you know,
well, let me ask you a question.
There you go.
Let me ask you a question. Like, is Sting still under some sort of AEW Legends contract? Because I know he was representing them at a lot of autograph signings lately. So I'm not sure if he's still affiliated with AEW. I'm honestly shocked that Tony hasn't signed him for Ring of Honor and built him up there. Because Steve would, at the very least, Sting's son would be a huge draw. Not a huge draw. It would be a draw for Ring of Honor. I think it's worth it, you know? He's over in Defy, some fucking Seattle indie. Get him the fuck out of there. Bring him over to Ring of Honor. Maybe he wants to pay his dues. I don't know what the fuck's going through his head. Who knows?
Then fucking just send him over to OVW, let him work there for like a couple months, and then send him up to TNA.
Yeah,
fuck.
I don't know what's going on there, man. But let's talk about some Dynamite. So we got two different Dynamites here. So we'll start out with the June 17th Dynamite. A decent number. I mean, this is what if anything, I can say that they're both NXT and AEW are very close to the devil's number. You know, like only a couple digits off. But, you know, but I will say at the very least, this is good numbers for them. This is about the average that they were doing last year. Not too shabby, but at the same time, I don't think they can keep this momentum. I think this is strictly momentum building up to Forbidden Door, and that's it.
Not only did they not keep the momentum, they lost. So what I will say is this week we're looking at right here, they beat NXT. Okay. Yeah. That week's NXT had 610,000. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you show them next week's Dynamite rating, I can't say the same thing.
Well, but even here, look at the fact that they have dwindling attendances. This is one thing that they don't really talk about too much is look at the Q2 average estimated tickets distributed. I really want to start paying attention to more of this because people keep on going with this narrative of sold out pack crowds.
Right.
No. Look at this here. Dynamite went down 600,000 fans.
I mean, like they went down. Yeah. I mean,
was that 600? I'm sorry,
300 on average.
Yeah. So they went down 600 fans, not 600,000. My bad. So they went down 600 fans, but still,
gotcha, yeah.
For attendance, that means a lot. I mean, because we've already seen the drop in the ratings, but that means a lot. That shows you that each year, more and more, less people are giving a shit about their flagship show, which is not good.
Well, and we had Dave Meltzer saying, "Yeah, well, I mean, actually, you're doing really well ticket-wise. You do it very, very well." Oh, really, Dave? They're doing worse than they were in 2024. They're selling less tickets than they did. In 2024 was a down year. That was not a good year for AEW.
No. Well, let's go ahead and you're talking about the most recent one. 616,000 viewers.
Mm-hmm. And as we just covered, NXT this week did 668,000. 52,000 viewers NXT beat Dynamite.
And even less people went to go watch this shit. 2,285. There's more people going to like Grateful Dead revival ripoff concerts than going to fucking see a Dynamite show in New Mexico too, which is they have a pretty decent amount of wrestling fans. Not the biggest market, but it's still a pretty decent market. This is terrible.
No, this is terrible, man. This is not good for AEW. I mean, it really isn't. And this is what happens when you let Dave Meltzer do the booking. It's like we're not saying this. We're not saying what we say to be assholes. We're saying it because we love pro wrestling. We want it to grow. Unlike these smarks who just want their work rate banger garbage fests, we want wrestling to grow. We want these companies to be growing by leaps and bounds, having more and more people watch wrestling, because the more and more people that watch wrestling, just from a selfish motivation, the more people that watch wrestling, the more people that are going to be interested in wrestling podcasts, more people that are interested in wrestling podcasts, more people that may check us out. So, and that's the thing, man. It's like that. So it's self-defeating to be putting over this work rate banger garbage fest, because all it does is it just drives more people away. The more you do this shit, the more people you drive away. And AEW is proof.
Well, that's why we believe in the Hulk Hogan effect.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a draw at the very top of the card, it benefits everybody else on that card. That's how you have to look at the pro wrestling business. If WWE is a fucking draw, it helps out everybody else. If it's a fucking dud, everything else is going to be a dud.
And when there's competition, everything gets better, because like you have to actually care. You have to put effort into the product. You can't just like sit on your ass and do what Tommy Dreamer was doing with TNA, or what Tony Khan's been doing with AEW. No, you actually have to care. You actually have to be putting on shows that are going to get people to watch. And unfortunately, they haven't been doing that.
Well, it's just what bugs me is that they're not stepping it up with anything new. And even Brian Alvarez was saying, you look at AEW, you look at WWE, there's nothing to sink your teeth in. I mean, there's hot guys, but that's about it. It's like, that's really all he has to say, because there is, I mean, I agree with him. There is nothing to sink your teeth in. There's nothing to like be like,